discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come my brother, come my sister, and let us build a nation together. So much of things that we need to see about. Surely I do have to spell them out. 'Cause you know as well as I do, the only way is put in more effort and less play. Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come my brother, come my sister, and let us build a nation together. This also goes for every Trinbagonian who gone to live in a foreign land. Now is the time to come home and do something, instead of staying out there and freezing. Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come let us go hand in hand, because this is our land. Come my brother, come my sister, and let us build a nation together.
The Street Council is now in session on the Street 919 FM, your speakers of the house, Anderson and Rashid.
All rise. All rise. The Street Council is in session on the Street 919 FM.
Now the election back on.
Good afternoon, Trinidad and Tobago.
In short, this is what I have to say.
It is another Friday Eve. That's what we call Tuesdays around here.
Let us sit and try to relate.
Right here on the Street 91.9 FM.
Now, more than ever, we must show.
Please, welcome. Please come in.
And production.
All rise.
To build.
As we welcome you to another edition of the Street Council.
That is the main form.
Your speaker of the house, Hashim the Dreamer.
So come let us
presiding.
because this is
Our Speaker Anderson is in the ether somewhere.
My sister,
And he shall be around.
the nation together.
But let us get in. This is our check-in time. No, we will not leave y'all hanging. Let's not even put that in the atmosphere to be considered. We let y'all know ahead of time. Phone's already going off. What is this? What is going on? All right, hold on, guys. Hold on. We're taking calls in a short.
Success is working.
All right, let's get my greetings out of the way. All right.
Our country we must have regard. Forget all your
So, of course, gotta say a special good afternoon going out to all of our listeners, all of our members, as we call them here on the council.
we surely will.
Mr. Arkansas, pick up yourself.
Now more than ever we must show
This Sky, good afternoon. Truckman,
production.
President Villager, how are you?
Strong and better nation.
Granny, good afternoon. Bootylicious.
In foundation. So
You caused us to yesterday, huh?
hand in hand. Because this is our land. Come my brother, come my
And please share the live, and share the live again. Good afternoon to all of our YouTube listeners streaming us live right now, be it in TNT or across the globe. Tell a friend to tell a friend, to tell their cousin, to tell their child mother, to tell the family dog's cousin that we are here. We are here in the square, get used to it.
so much of things that we need to see about.
Of course, you share that live at the Street 919 FM, both on YouTube and Facebook, and the official website, thestreet919fm.com.
Do the only way.
And of course, I invite you to be a part of the conversation this afternoon.
And let's play.
The number's 342-0081, 466-5391. This is our check-in time.
Discipline.
So we are simply checking in. We're not getting into no conversations just yet.
To build.
I think we want to keep the conversations kind of light today.
I say.
Because I realize this is a week of legends, you know.
Nation.
Well, at least from about Tuesday to Friday is a week of legends.
Because this is our land. Come my brother, come my sister. And let us be.
Yeah. Some serious people were born in this week that have contributed so much to the ethos that is Trinidad and Tobago. We're going to get into it today. We are going to get into it today. So let's check in with some people. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, my brother.
Good afternoon. How you doing?
I did take it light.
All right.
But you know, I nearly dead to laugh just now.
Oh,
I
gosh.
listened to the news. And I hear a shark whale or something there in the sea. You know, the Abu blame the TNM. I say, but I wonder if Mr. Manning or Mr. Dr. Rowley, the 20 Missy until the thing. I wonder what was wrong with these people. They have nothing to say. After sharing the sea, you're blaming the TNM. They say the TNM didn't do something, so the TNM clean so the thing might be eat plastic or cellotech. But I wonder, listen, man, these people know to find something good to do. Instead of we try to do something to uplift the country. What we do, we build in this country. We're not looking for fault with the man didn't put a bricks in our corner. Oh gosh. Anyway, love to everybody that listening to this program. This Mano saying hello to everybody.
Yeah, Mano.
I must call in the station because the station, you know, sometimes I had a shush when according to what's going on. Understand?
I hear you.
Let me say hello to KFC. Because I felt like something else in here. I want them to sit down and start to learn something. Learn how to comprehend. You understand? When people talking, try to understand what they're saying before you talk. Because when you're talking while somebody talking, you know what they're saying, you know. When you want to say what you want to say, listen to what somebody's saying, understand what they're saying, and then you will reply.
Right.
According to what they're saying. You understand? So that's the people of Trinidad and Tobago. I am Mammy Source for a good time, and that is not uneasy. They're one of my friends in the station business. Understand? And Mr. 1285 Party Street, good afternoon to you. Mr. Sunday, yeah, good afternoon to you. Mr. Spicer Bad and everybody. I know the people who still listen to the station, you know. So to your honor, and Mr. Speaker, sir, I beg to move away from the station right now.
I hear you. All right, thank you, brother. You're locked in from early today, I see. It's gonna be one of them sessions. I can feel it already. Good afternoon.
Yes, how should you, Mr. Lahoketa?
Yes, Mr. Lahoketa. You see where I am.
Yeah, man.
Right.
I hear you call out my name.
Yes.
Return the call. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do they speak about in the Virgin Islands?
What? Sorry.
If they speak in your Virgin Islands, they speak Patois.
If they speak Patois there, yeah, we have a Patois there.
Well, similar.
No, it's not similar to the one down here. I'm not sure how to accurately describe it. I will get some VI Patois for you one of these days and share with you.
Yeah, and you can get some cadence, Zouk music for man. Yeah. Anyhow, where our host our coach here.
Our coach is live and direct. He is what can I say? What can I say? He's in the ethos and he's ready. He's ready in the wings.
Yeah, well, we have a celebration. Anyhow, today or yesterday, Sparrow was 90.
Yes.
Me and a big fan, but I respect him as a character.
Oh, you was more of a Kitchener fellow?
Well, to a point, my and the most of all, oh Lord, oh boy, they're so strong. Who died tragically? You know the man named Ned? He's a human. Maestro. Yeah, Maestro is of all time. Then Rupert, then Kitchener.
Hey, Mr. Lahoketa, you're breaking up a little bit. You probably call. You could try calling the next phone real quick.
Well, I relocate to You hear me much better?
No, still chipping away. I don't know why. It's always when you call this number is a problem, but when you call the other one is we get you loud and clear.
Last week was the 485 number.
It was the 4.
Yeah. All right. I don't know why it is. Anyhow, events. One slight was the ever present others. Anyhow, I'll see what's happening.
All right.
So you take care of that. Yeah. And
for
welcome to the live share.
Definitely.
And onward to progress we surely will.
Yes, and again, guys, share the live. We are here and we are active. Right, and that is a question I want to pose today. In your opinion, guys, in the wake of the 90th birthday of who we consider as the Calypso King of the world, who do you all believe to you is the greatest? Or who is your favorite Calypsonian of all time? Right? That is an interesting motto to have. Well, an interesting view. I'm curious to hear. I want your top 3 Calypsonians. 1, 2, 3. The gold, the silver, and the bronze for you. If you had to put them on a podium and give them medals, who would be your top 3 Calypsonians? Let me get some insight from you all. They celebrated Sparrow pretty ceremoniously. Apparently there was some rumors about his demise that they tried to circulate not too long ago. And to me, I'm like, Guys. If God forbid, when that time comes, I'm pretty sure we will know about that. Definitively and without a doubt. Let us not try to put our icons in the grave before their time, please and thanks. Whoever is out there be trying to do that, I know it's a little bit early, but that is a crime. Alright? I'm trying to put people in graves.
Come my brother, come my sister.
No, don't do that.
Build a nation.
Don't do that at all. Hey guys, make sure we are on social media, you know. Make sure you follow us at The Street 919 FM. All social media platforms. For those of you who are in touch with the Instagrams, the TikToks, as well as the YouTube and the Facebook, the good old-fashioned Facebook. It's weird that we are in a time that we have to say good old-fashioned Facebook, you know.
This also goes for every Trinbagonian
Mr. Speaker, I blinked twice.
who going to live in a foreign land.
I still remember when that blue app was brand new, you know.
Instead
I remember going to... Where I was traveling to? I was traveling to Canada, 2007. That's when I first heard about Facebook. But at that time, it was a couple years old already, so it was pretty much established. But so I had it. The Canadian friends I made up there that year, they was like, "Yeah, you need to get on Facebook. You need to get on Facebook, eh?" So I did. I did Facebook. Had a modest collection of friends, and I kind of just left it for a while. Because where I live back home, Facebook hadn't really caught on yet. And I blink in tutus. The hottest thing in the world is Facebook. And I'm like, classmates coming to me like, "You have Facebook?" I'm like, "I've been had Facebook." Like a good solid year before y'all knew about Facebook, I had Facebook. Y'all need to catch up. That's like when they first discovered Destra. But because my mommy is Trini, I knew about Destra long before the rest of them. I'm 9 years old singing It's Carnival. You ain't singing It's Carnival until Standard 5. I'm like, where y'all been? Where y'all been in life? Come on, man. It's nice to be in the know before other people, you know. That's a nice feeling to have. 342-0081 466-5391. Share the live, let it build. We are here until 4 p.m. this afternoon. Yours truly, the Dream, Anderson. Somebody say, "Where's Anderson?" Don't worry, all he's here. He is here. All right. If we are going to be absent, we let you all know in advance so you know not to expect us, alright? Don't worry about that. And of course, share. You can always send your messages in on WhatsApp. Send your voice notes, send your messages. And it's my question to you guys. You had to put 3 Calypsonians on a podium to give medals. Who would be your top 3? It is a real dance for third. The real fight for me is my third place. I already have my silver and my gold medal. And controversial as it may be to some, Sparrow gets my silver medal, right? But my gold medal goes to King David. King David, rather. That is the Calypsonian I grew up most avidly listening to. So that is the first. High Mass was the first song that ever really had me dancing.
Now the election bacchanal diet.
Yeah, that's the first song that really got me to my feet. That's what really delved me into Calypso. Yeah, I didn't come up with the... I didn't grow up in the shadow era. I could only listen off of the residuals and Listen to how my parents used to talk about him.
More than ever we must show
So Sparrow gets my silver, but David is the king for me.
tolerance.
Right? That is my favorite Calypso. I really can't tell you who I would put in third.
Better nation. I say,
That third place interchanges depending on how I feel at the time of day.
nation.
One day it could be Shadow.
Come let us work hand in hand. Because
The other day it could be
come my brother, come
Miss Francine.
and let us build a nation.
And another day still, it could probably be Merchant.
Yeah.
Our very own here who sings our theme song here every day. Yeah. It depends on the day you catch me. I'll let you know my third. Could be Stalin. I have to ponder it. I really couldn't tell you. I got the time to take one more call before we take the break.
Working hard.
Brother,
Yeah, good afternoon.
I grew up around Sparrow area.
Uh-huh.
In an area. Sparrow grew up around the corner Nelson and Prince Street.
Uh-huh.
Like me in a barber shop. And I said, a little fella just knowing, he didn't sell King Gina and Dinah yet.
Right.
And I said, David Rudder, when Sparrow wanted the new Calypso,
Uh-huh.
David Rudder now started King Calypso and he asked Sparrow, where going, Sparrow come, where's Sparrow going? Because he learning from Sparrow.
Check your radio, member.
Sparrow have and sing. You never thought they say, wait now, that man singing Calypso so long, the kind of Calypso and the millions of the Calypso. Listen to one Calypso. The revenue we made from the Oleni Pitch Lake is great, but wait, listen, and he's singing long before that. Listen to the words and everything in that Calypso, and you'll wonder, a young fella like that coming with them kind of thing, all Calypso and spoiler and radio and all them fellas, and I know Calypso and good melody. I like my own Calypsonian in the recording factory. And around the Calypsonian area come from around George Street area, Nelson Street, all them fellas, the barbers and them barber shops and things. You understand? So if you, a young fella like that, well, I know how young he is. Yeah, but I am 76. You understand?
Yeah.
Son, I know Calypso. When you say Calypso, I know the soul in it. Spoiler melody, all them fellas and them melody and Sparrow liming together.
Yeah, you grew up in good time. You grew up in big Calypso times. I if only for me, friend. If only.
All right. But you have to give somebody a gold the world.
Yeah.
Listen to Calypso, give Sparrow gold, silver, and bronze.
You give Sparrow all the medals?
First, second, and third.
Wow. Okay.
Listen to the Calypso, you might be here one or two.
No, man,
listen to the Calypso and them. They don't
don't do me that.
coming in the Bahia time.
Yeah, I'm aware. Because like I said, I rank it based on my.
Let go some Calypso.
Yeah. I wish we.
Anyway, we're going on.
What if we could let go someone is live, boy? We go. I go see. I will invest the choir into it because I want to dive in.
Go back for me time, 1956 and all the way there.
All right. I gotta take this. Yeah, we gotta take this break, okay? So you can call back in your next hour.
Take it light.
All right. Yeah, guys, let's take this break. I wonder how many Calypsos we could squeeze when the live is live. Anyway, because he is right. Sparrow's lyrical prowess is untouched and needs to be studied, But let's take a quick pause for the cause, and you guys can tell me your opinions when we come back, okay? Anderson is in the building. Yours truly, Speaker Hashim the Dream. The Street Council is here, so don't go anywhere.
Because this is our land. Come my brother, come my sister.
You've got bills to pay, and so do we. Let's go pay some bills on the Street 919 FM.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
You want to find something great to do with your Tuesday nights? You want to learn and understand the true reason for Jesus? Then join us every Tuesday night from 8 to 9 p.m. for the program, This Same Jesus, the program that puts Jesus in his rightful place in our hearts and in our homes. Let's bring church home to you. Join us every Tuesday nights from 8 to 9 p.m. with your hosts, Kempes and Kevin. Be inspired, be blessed right here on the street 91.9 FM.
Falling in love with Jesus.
Whoever said messy was a bad thing totally missed the point. Take that hit song everyone loves now. It probably started like this. Baby, calm down. That's why KFC is celebrating the messy moments with our Messy Cruncher and Messy Zinger sandwiches for only $34.95. Imagine a crunchy, golden brown, flavorful chicken sandwich sauced to perfection with our signature sweet, spicy, tangy sauces. Oh boy. So crunch into the deliciously messy moments today. Check socials for details. KFC, it's finger-licking good.
Are you tired of scratching the surface? Do you want to understand the real forces shaping Trinidad and Tobago? From the delicate dance of our energy sector on the global stage, to the geopolitical shadows behind the crime affecting our streets, we dig deeper. The third umpire goes beyond the headlines. We connect the dots between local challenges and the international currents that truly impact your life, your wallet, your security. Join Stephen Matheson, Selvin Mitchell, and Ronaldo Rollux, 3 employment law and human resource management consulting professionals, as they unpack the complexities, analyze the power plays, and reveal the often hidden realities. Understand the game. Understand your role in it. The third umpire, critically analyzing Trinidad and Tobago's economic and political realities on how they affect your daily lives. Tune in Monday to Friday at 4 p.m. on the Street 919 FM. Don't just listen to the news. Understand it.
Ikaro, I am Alatumishe Ifaba Mishe Aganki, better known as MC Duke.
And every Monday between the hours of 9 p.m. to midnight,
I host a show called Orisha, The Way of Life, right here on the Street 919 FM, where I have guests passing through from the Orisha Ifa Baptist Diaspora to educate, edify, and inform you, the listening public, about Orisha Ifa practices. So remember to tune in
every Monday between the hours of 9 p.m. to midnight
for Orisha, The Way of Life.
Get hot this summer. Oh no, we mean HUT, as in hot days mean hot deals with Pizza Hut. Get 1 large pizza plus single breadsticks for only $135, or go bigger with 2 large pizzas, family breadsticks, and cinnamon rolls for just $290. All your favorite pizzas with all the toppings you love all summer long. So head to the Hut and get your hot deals while this offer is super hot. Pizza Hut, now that's delivering.
When your corporate event needs more than just food, it needs an experience, a Michelin experience. From mouth-watering buffet spreads to beautiful packed takeaway boxes, the Michelin Experience Limited delivers more than just wheels. We deliver flavor. We deliver satisfaction. We deliver excellence straight to your boardroom. Whether it's a conference, board meeting, or a retirement function, go beyond basic. Go bold. Go Michelin Experience Limited. Call us now at 1-868-474-2250 or follow us on social media at Michelin Experience. Great food, exceptional service every time.
Get hot this summer. Oh no, we mean HUT, as in hot days mean hot deals with Pizza Hut. Get 1 large pizza plus single breadsticks for only $135, or go bigger with 2 large pizzas, family breadsticks, and cinnamon rolls for just $290. All your favorite pizzas with all the toppings you love all summer long. So head to the Hut and get your hot deals while this offer is super hot. Pizza Hut, now that's delivering.
The presence of oxygen is absolutely the absence of disease. Most chronic diseases that plague us are not happening to us, but is happening within us. We're literally eating ourselves to death. which means we're not living longer, we're dying longer. Join fitness expert Aloy Johnson, the founder of the healthiest corner on earth, located at number 92 East Drive, Champlain, every Wednesday from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. live on The Street 919 FM, where he shows you that healing the body's temple is easier than anyone would have led you to believe.
Blessings in the wonderful name of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. You are invited to listen to the Final Hour broadcast heard every Monday from 12 midnight to 5 a.m. in the morning on The Street 919 FM radio. Hear my mom, Pastor Helen Garcia, and myself, Pastor Valentine Garcia Jr., preach the Word of God to the elderly, youth, and children. We can be contacted at 629-0113 or 623-8444. The church is located at 26 Prince Street in Port of Spain. We look forward to you joining us. God bless you.
As my life I lay it on the altar, as my life.
Looking for a safe and relaxed professional massage therapist and nutritionist? Look no further. Nature's Touch with Empress Judy and Associates offers a natural approach to better health. Treat yourself to a professional massage therapy and nutrition advice in a safe and relaxed atmosphere. Rejuvenate your body, mind, and soul at Nature's Touch Therapy. For an appointment, please call or WhatsApp 1-868-398-8282 or visit our Facebook page. Remember, your health is our responsibility at Nature's Touch.
Planning your Tobago getaway? Choose the highest Google-rated car rental company on the island, O'Neill Auto Rentals Tobago. Located just minutes from the A&R Robinson International Airport, at O'Neill, we pride ourselves on being the most tech-savvy car rental company in Tobago. Our process is 100% digital. No paperwork, no long lines. From easy pickup to seamless returns, renting a car in Tobago has never been simpler. WhatsApp us now at 1-868-361-1042 to book your vehicle. Don't forget to mention promo code RADIO2 to receive a 5% discount on your rental. Send a WhatsApp message to 1-868-361-1042 today. That's 1-868-361-1042. O'Neill Auto Rentals Tobago, the easiest, most reliable car rental experience on the island.
Vehicle availability is subject to change. Driver must be at least 25 years old and have a valid driver's license to book. For more information, visit www.rentalcartobago.com.
Men, women tired of the invasive, painful old methods of testing prostate and breasts?
The Institute of Health and Fitness Clinic and Wellness Center offers comprehensive and non-invasive diagnostic testing, which indicates the nature and extent of diseases and tests your nutritional levels. Our quick testing can identify early signs of problems by evaluating many of the bodily functions, such as male and female sexual function, gastrointestinal function, liver function, kidney function, thyroid function, heart and brain function, and also cancer testing. Results are comparable with other medical lab tests without the use of needles or embarrassing specimen cups, and is pain-free. We also offer all natural treatments. Visit us now at number 79 St. Vincent Street, Tunapuna, or call 492-7397 or 289-6363.
So line up, link up, creep up, rock and come in. It's all about the fastest growing reggae show in the land without a doubt. Reggae Rock Sundays on the Shit 919 FM with yours truly, MC Duke and Selector Kochi on the ones and twos. So make it a date and don't be late. 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. right here on the Shit 919 FM. Got 'em our way, King Selassie.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
All rise. All rise. The Street Council is in session on the Street 919 FM.
nation back and I'll die away. In short, this is what I have to say. Let us forget fights and grudges and concentrate. Come, let us sit and try to relate. Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come, let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come, my brother, come, my sister, and let us build a nation together. Oh, yeah. Remember, the key to success is working hard. For our country we must have regard. Forget all your differences, let we start to build. And onward to progress we surely will. Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come, let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come, my brother, come, my sister, and let us build a nation together. So much of things that we need to see about. Surely I do have to spell them out. Cause you know as well as I do, the only way is put in more effort and less play. Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come, let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come, my brother, come, my sister, and let us build a nation together. This also goes for every Trinbagonian who gone to live in a foreign land. Now is the time to come home and do something, instead of staying out there and freezing. Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come, let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come, my brother, come, my sister, and let us build a nation together.
All rise. All rise. The Street Council is in session on the Street 919 FM.
So just about 14 minutes past the hour of 1 o'clock. Good afternoon, members. Good afternoon. To all the ones just finishing up lunch. Welcome to our second hour right here on the Street Council. Yours truly, your speakers of the house, Anderson and Hashim.
Forget fights and grudges and concentrate.
We are here until 4 p.m.
Come, let us sit and try to relate.
So I know that most of you would have checked in.
More than ever.
And now you guys are ready to carry on.
Discipline.
To get on with today's show.
Production. To build a
So I was here and Hashim speaking about Mighty Sparrow.
Foundation. So come let us work hand in hand.
The Mighty Sparrow boy. 90.
90 years old.
Lord Jesus, I hope that you give me the health and strength to be able to see 90 and even beyond. If possible.
90 runs not out, it's crazy, you know.
But you know, I was at the barber shop, was it last week or week before? And I heard the barber, you know, one of his son is graduating, and he was saying, you know, he's going graduation, and he has another son, but he's a baby, and he's saying, you know, he said, Lord, you know, I hope that I'll be able to see my other son graduate. And then he say, Lord, I say if you want me to, because boy, I real fed up on her. So, I real fed up on life, boys. Work.
Hey, no. Listen. When you do nothing but work for 30 years straight, that's why old people just say and do what they want after they retire, you know. When all they have to do is collect pension, because they took crap from everybody, working, paying bills, putting people through school, dealing with the outside significant other, dealing with the inside significant other. So when you find old people rude, please understand that they have earned the right to be rude. Okay? Yes, they might be rude, but when you live a life of work and stress for 30 plus years, you will be rude too. So come back when you are 65 and collecting pension and tell me if you don't have that same attitude that you see some of them be having out there. Don't judge. I don't judge tanties and tunkles too harshly, because I understand that they've been through life. They've seen some things. All right. We still have elders in our days who have seen the residuals of war, the residuals of colonial eras. Right. They have seen a lifetime of things. Right. So when you find old people vexed, please understand there's a reason behind it. Right. And just take your cussing and go your ways, right? Your turn will come.
I saw that 2098. He's saying that he or she, is saying that one of Sparrow greatest is the widely popular Saltfish. To 2098. Good afternoon, member.
I have a beautiful memory of that song, you know.
Saltfish.
Yeah, no, because obviously, right. Well, I grew up in a Calypso household. So, and you know, every Saturday when you wake up to do the chores and the cleaning, the radio will be on. And it's either your parents listening to like Celine Dion or like the Commodores, or they listen Calypso. Right? So my radio play Calypso. So I would hear Saltfish every Saturday on the radio. And when my very first carnival in Trinidad, I did a show in the stadium. Sparrow happened to be backstage, and we kind of just sit down. My aunt was working as my manager back then, and she introduced me, And I said, honor, you know, it's an honor to meet you, sir. You know, grew up on your things, and he asked, what's your favorite? I said Saltfish. And we sat down there and just vibe to Saltfish. He just starts singing Saltfish, and I just there singing Saltfish along with him.
How old were you again?
I was about 18 at the time.
18.
Yeah. And that was a pretty nostalgic moment, full circle moment for me. So that is a memory I have personally with the Sparrow himself. I will take that one to the grave. I have a picture with 4 legends. Somewhere in my phone, and I'll find it for you. They have Sparrow, Stalin, David Rudder, and the Baron.
The government might have to put a gap on or put an age gap on when we should be what age you should be starting to talk about Saltfish and sing Saltfish.
Wow.
Because you were 18, right?
I was 18 when I first met Sparrow and sang Saltfish.
But you was listening to that Saltfish.
But I was listening to Saltfish since I was small.
You see?
And I used to sing, oh, Saltfish sweet, just playing in the yard. And my father would be like, hey, what you singing there?
You see what I'm talking about?
Saltfish.
You see what I'm talking about?
But of course, when you're young, you can't understand innuendos.
I am not too sure. In your case, it could be different.
So you just
No,
brought,
I'm just saying.
I don't appreciate your assumptions, Mr. Speaker. All right.
I'm just saying. Good afternoon. Going out to Dr. Wakanda. He's also saying that his top picks for, I guess you would have asked top picks Calypsonians.
Yeah.
He's saying Sunny Man and Sundar Popo would have been his picks.
Okay.
Sundar Popo, yeah, I mean classic. And also, I mean, I'd even like when Super Blue would have sung the Sundar Popo song, you know, his tribute to Sundar Popo, you know. There's a lot of icons. There's a lot of icons within Trinidad and Tobago that definitely we hope for the ones that are actually still alive that they do get that acknowledgement, you know.
You know what I wish there was? There was a, you see how there's a Walk of Fame in Hollywood?
Ah.
Yeah.
Could we do something like that
a Calypso
by the Red House?
Yeah,
on the pavement somewhere there?
A Calypso Walk of Fame, but yeah, it had to be kept clean though. That's my only
No,
thing.
but I think closer to the Red House, because if you pass in front of the Red House,
yeah, the Red House looks nice now, you know.
No, but you would see that even on the pavements and so forth, it's well maintained, well cleaned. Right. I'm thinking there, because the roads are wide enough, so I think that they could probably do some work. I doubt it's gonna take them 6 months, if that much, to prepare the spot and probably just put on some nice tiles, blah blah blah. You know, just as how
it could be the entire perimeter of the Red House, and you know, probably every year, maybe honor 2 or 3 Calypsonians and put their star until we reach all the way around.
Right.
Yeah, I don't see a problem with that at all.
Who we starting with first?
I guess you would start with Sparrow to top it all off. I mean, I know he has a statue already, but I think logic would only dictate you start with someone huge, you know, or if you want, start with someone. Actually, no, yeah. So every year, do someone posthumously, and as well someone living. So hand in hand. So we can honor those who didn't get to see it, and honor those who we still have with us. So yeah, to kick it off, give a start to Kitchener posthumously, and give a start to Sparrow.
Makes sense. Hi, good afternoon, member. Welcome.
Good afternoon, Anderson.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
I couldn't agree with you more. With senior citizens, you deserve the right to do what you want. Because at 71, I've been in the mill, I've been working very hard. My age now, I don't need no that advice me. I agree happy. Thank you. Look on our left.
All right,
thank you. If you didn't catch that, he said he agreed. He fully agrees. I am 71 years old. I have earned the right to be rude I worked very hard. if you didn't catch it too much.
No, well, I mean, at the age of 71, of course, you are, but I'm just saying.
Yes, more power to you, sir.
I'm just saying for the ones who claim that they were about 8 years of age singing Saltfish, that raised a bit of concern.
What did you think I would think Saltfish was about at 8 years old? I eat it.
Hashim, based on conversations with you, I think that you knew exactly what you were speaking about.
I didn't know nothing about Saltfish.
Rude.
Right? Other than it was food.
Okay. Well, a lot of persons tend to look at it as food. You know, some look at it as other things, as different delicacies and so forth. You
talking about me, but you take any conversation in entirely different
No,
direction.
I'm just saying. I mean, okay, so what is this song about then? When Sparrow sang about Saltfish.
About
now,
Saltfish?
No, remember, you are also here as someone who would be able to break it down and assist with, you know. And since you said that you were singing these songs from since the age of 8, that means that you probably know most of the words of the song. So break it down for me now. I'm trying to understand what the Saltfish really means.
You trying to understand?
Good afternoon, member. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
A good while I did not call the station because my phone had fallen break. So I got the phone and I called the station. Right. Yesterday I called the station, and when I called, I just talk the truth and I just have proof. And I don't talk nothing bad.
Right.
That young fellow with the cross told me I come out like a vampire. When I don't talk, he said, I come out like a vampire. But I can tell him, I call him all the stations, Phillips, TC and Heavy, and not today. And not one person disrespect me, or one person could say something bad. But he like a lugahoo. He like a lugahoo on that station. But I will call because the station belongs to him. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. So yes, Granny, I am that speaker that said that you let out your venom. If it is that that had offend you by me saying that you let out your venom, I do apologize.
I think there was another caller who mentioned something else that she might be referring to. I'm not sure if it was you.
Yeah, I said that you know sometimes you let out your venom, but if it's me, I apologize. It was in no way to offend you, and we welcome and appreciate your contribution. All right, speaker. So no need to
because this is our land.
No need to use any weird names to call anybody, and you know, let's be as respectful as possible. And by saying that, I invite you guys to obviously be a part of the conversation as well. So as much as we are speaking about the mighty Sparrow, taking you down memory lane a bit. You have some information there you want to share?
Huh? No, you go ahead. You go ahead, sir.
Are you looking at different Saltfish? Is that bone-in or boneless?
Full job.
Oh, okay, all right.
My favorite version. My favorite version of Saltfish.
Are you shopping for this on online? What is that?
No. Just
is that a supermarket?
Trini Foodie. Yeah.
But I've seen only what is that? No?
Friend.
Oh, only friend.
Mr. Speaker.
Oh, no, I'm just asking.
Only food.
Oh, only food. Oh, okay. All right. Just making sure, you know. You what?
Huh? Anyway. It's sweeter than meat. When you want to eat, all Saltfish sweet.
It's sweeter than meat. And when say that again. When you want to eat,
all Saltfish sweet.
What that's supposed to mean?
When I was young, I thought it meant food. But when I grew old enough to understand that a sparrow is the king of double entendres. So saltfish, while may in the literal sense be sweet, in the sense of talking about the female appendages, let's say for the lack of a better word, apparently to sparrow, it is always sweet.
Okay.
Yeah. You happy now?
Okay, all right.
You good?
Okay.
No, because sparrow was to the last generation what, let's say, I guess what a Masha would be to you and me, or maybe even a Vibes Cartel, because what Sparrow used to say used to get old people upset back in the day. You know, those who were old back then, well, those who were young back then, let me say, right, and who are old now, love Sparrow for those double entendres, but it was shunned, it was frowned upon. He was the one they were calling to censor for his vulgarity.
But you know what persons would have, or Calypsonians would have gotten away with back then? Boy, it's kind of hard to get away with it now.
It couldn't get away. You couldn't get away with a lot of the things now. In the now time,
right now
we are in a very politically sensitive.
Yeah, right now the courts.
Yeah,
you'll be facing the courts.
It
Hi,
good
good
afternoon.
Yeah, I went to a store years ago, probably about around years that time, and his associate, Bill Trotman, and a lovely character. The dinner, what makes the man, the hungry man from Tapong. You heard that one? The Bill Trotman. Hello?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Have you ever heard that one from Bill Trotman? The hungry man from Tapong.
The hungry man from
Tapong.
Tapong. All right.
That's a true medley also. In Sparrow's 10 years ago. That's about 60 years ago. All right. Dr. Allenson.
Thank you. We'll definitely. You know that one?
Nah, not familiar. I'm not gonna sit there and pretend I am a Calypso authority. Yeah, I will say I have my favorites.
Right.
But I still discover wonderful Calypsos all the time. Right? Like I heard one the other day called West Indian Politician.
West Indian Politician.
Yeah. Oh God, what was he? Hold on, I'll find.
Let me take this one. Hi,
yeah,
good afternoon, member.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Gentlemen. Now, I am calling to talk about your saltfish what I want to speak about, right? Now, we are having the World Cup soon, right?
Right.
Now, Donald Trump has banned a lot of countries, of the African countries, right? And they are in the World Cup, right?
Right.
You know that FIFA is in trouble right now. They're trying to see, is that because their followers won't be able to go into Donald Trump only giving them the other two countries, so that basically the followers, the country's followers can go to have no problem, because Canada and Mexico, so they can come, they having no problem. But but you know, it's interesting that you all are there, you know, with all this thing that is going on internationally, that you all are end up speaking about. So, and you know, just now I listened to you spoke about going to court with Calypso, right? But the gentleman took the Mr. Croker to court, right? What happened to him now? Is he curses and empire with all the money he's supposed to be boasting about? What happened to him now? As I told David Mohammed a month back, what is going to happen to all of them? And you've seen it happening to them. And I told him, I said that they will get what money can't help him. All the millions he have, let him take the millions and help him with, and give him life and health and strength, which he's so glad he's for. So I just want to make sure that you all can look on YouTube. And you'll be able to get the video on that thing there with FIFA right there. And vice there, you could also look up Stefan Burns. he's a geophysicist dealing with what the weather patterns from what we are dealing with.
Right.
But he's giving you satellite and what is going on with the sun and the different things. So you also look him up on all when you're in the thing, and you can give a subscription to him, so you'll be keep up updates to the latest activities whenever it is going to have volcanoes, earthquakes, or whatever it is, and the other things that is going on.
Yeah, thank you so much, member. We will definitely check into that.
For every Trinbagonian who going to live in a foreign land. Now is the time to come home and do something, instead of staying out there and freezing. Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come let us go hand in hand, because this is our...
So I want to say good afternoon again, going out to all our members on YouTube and also Facebook. And for the ones that are streaming us live via our website, www.thestreet919fm.com. Good afternoon going out to you guys. And also don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend that the Street Council is on, yeah?
I haven't heard your list though. Your Olympic medals. Who would be on your calypso podium? Who will be on your calypso podium? Bronze, gold, silver, bronze.
I'll have to think about that. I'll have to think about that. Yeah, I'll have to think about it. But I might more be in my era.
Your era,
well, meaning that, you know, persons that I might have more cling to now.
Yeah, and that's what one of the last callers, you know. I mean, I understand why he wants to say Sparrow goes first, second, and third. I get it, you know. But I also have we're a product of our time,
right?
You know, and in my time, David was a king. So I respect the elders that came before. But to me, David is my favorite.
Okay.
So that is why I give him the gold.
Hi, good afternoon, member. Welcome.
Yes, Anderson DJ.
Yes.
Welcome.
Hi, Mr. Lockett.
I hope you had a good lunch today. Anyhow, well, based on the preference for Calypsonians, people really from different eras, people who born in from 56 coming back up to maybe 70, they will have appreciate Sparrow as their first picker.
Right.
Right? But at Calypsonian, besides my three, what I said earlier on, which was Maestro, Merchant, and Kitchener, we also have Calypsonian Brainer, who was the only one. He was the first and only independence Kaiso king, right? 1962 when we got independence, and Sparrow he came on top of Sparrow or ahead of Sparrow, yeah. And that's a Kaiso and should be respected. All now look, independence is next month. We should have been playing independence by Brainer almost every day until the 31st. Anyhow. My the other topic I would like to engage, or you all to engage the listeners in, is the renaming or new name for the Soca Warriors. So I'd like to hear what people think, you know, as a replacement name for the Soca Warriors. We know there is some issue about the name Warriors, right? The proponent of the name. I ain't calling no name.
Yeah, that has been a conversation that has been happening for a couple of years now, eh?
Yeah.
As to changing the name.
Yeah, well, apparently the TF, the Football Association, decided they had enough of that. So they're searching for a new name now. I don't know if the Trinidad Agouti is a good name. I do not know.
Oh, wait, so they have it. Also, there has been no official name change yet. Then.
No.
Well, I think it has reached what they call carrying capacity with that name. So we're looking for a brand new name now.
Okay.
Right, because remember we're going World Cup action. Right? And I don't think they'll be carrying that name to Soca Warriors again. So it'll be interesting to know what the listeners have to say about that. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Right?
All
and
right.
maybe you all could, Hashim, I don't know, you could maybe come invent something and get some patent right. I do not know.
Huh. I mean, yeah, I got at naming things, you know. We will touch it. We will touch it.
Yeah. Okay, brothers. Well, nice. The dream team, man.
You feel
nice.
All right? Thanks, Mr. Lahokita. Thanks, member. You feel it's okay to give that name on air, boy? I mean, I don't want to block with 4 million. No. I don't want to block with 4 million.
No. I will not. I will leave out.
Certain parts either.
Yeah. But why we had to change it though?
We could just do it back to front, you know. Just adopt the Guyanese kind of
the warrior soca.
Yeah. Different.
So we must eat chicken curry too. That's
what
you're trying to do.
Is if there's a problem with the name because it's registered to other establishments or whatever the case may be.
It is. I thought it was exclusive.
I'm just assuming, if that is the case, then probably a warrior soca instead of soca warriors.
I've always enjoyed soca warriors because, again, it's a play on words. If you really look at it, right? Soca, like the genre, but also another name for football is soccer. So it's a play on words. I think it's the best name for any football team anyway, to be honest with you.
Or even if you want to take out soca, TT Warriors. I ain't saying the TT Warriors.
You see how you're saying it there?
What, the TT?
Nah.
But nothing is wrong with that though.
When we were learning about currency in school, and I learned that Trinidad currency is called TT dollars. You know how much children laugh. You know how long we laugh in that class when we heard the currency was called TT dollars. Yeah.
These people,
we immature.
Yeah.
It's children.
Hi, good afternoon, member. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Understand the dream and the listeners.
Afternoon.
Looking for a letter from Saturday evening or something. All our saltfish and titty talk.
No, member. No, member. Please, don't.
Please refrain.
Yeah, please refrain from even mentioning them now. You know, don't get them. Don't give them any ideas now, member.
Please,
oh gosh.
Please don't. We humbly request.
Yes, I don't know if you're seeing us on the camera in a member, but our jerseys has hole in it. Our jersey burst up. It's not a shirt and tie. We don't have court clothes.
Not at all.
No, well, I'll told you you saltfish and titty.
No member. It's not that. You know, the member won't mention about he and the elephant yesterday.
You understand?
You know, the member won't mention about that. The member won't mention about that, yeah.
You want to say that about the trunk, eh?
Yeah, I go send that for you. yeah, member. You think I forget? But let me while you know we speak about Sparrow and so forth. Let me give you guys something to soak in by the meantime, which we may just jump in the next hour because I doubt we might be able to jump in within this hour because we have to take a break shortly to pay some bills.
That is the main point.
But listen to this, right?
So come let us put hand in hand.
As the national conversation swirls around the perceived alignment of our sitting president, our critical question continues to one critical question continues to surface. Should we revisit the way we choose our head of state? In a democratic society like ours, the presidency is meant to embody objectivity, unity, and integrity, rising above party policies and personal allegiance. Yet, given the current method by which our president is selected, through an electoral college largely dominated by parliamentarians' influence, it begs the question, is this process truly independent or is it inherently Okay, sorry, my apologies there. So yeah, it begs the question, is this process truly independent or is it inherently partisan? Should we as a people push for constitutional reform to open the doors for wider public participation? Should the voice of the average citizen play a more direct role in selecting a figure who at least in principle represents all of us? Members, where do you stand? Is it time we rethink the process to ensure the presidency remains a symbol of balance and natural unity? Or is it the current system working just fine? So I would like you guys obviously to call and share your thoughts. Call and share your thoughts, because if democracy is for the people, then the people should have that say. And for the ones that are not too sure exactly how we select a president at present, let me just give you a little bit of information so that at least you will know. In Trinidad and Tobago, the president is not elected by the general public. Instead, the president is chosen through an indirect election by an electoral college as outlined in the Constitution. Now, here how it works. The electoral college is made up of all members of the House of Representatives, which is the 41 members. All members of the Senate, 31 members. That's a total of 72 parliamentarians. Okay. Now, a candidate must be nominated in writing by at least 12 members of the House of Representatives. If only one person is nominated, they are declared elected without a vote. If more than one person is nominated, the Electoral College votes by secret ballot. Now, a simple majority is required. That means the candidate who gets the most votes for the Electoral College wins. Now, the Prime Minister's party, if it holds a majority in Parliament, often has the deciding power. Now, something to note. Because the president is chosen by parliamentarians, many of whom are aligned with political parties, there are outgoing debates about whether this process is truly non-partisan or whether it gives too much influence to the ruling government.
You said it was a total of 72 or?
A total of 72.
Okay.
Yeah. So there has been conversation going around, for a couple of years now, on the way that we have been choosing a president. And I would like our members to obviously be a part of the conversation. Tell me, what are your thoughts? Is the process working for us? Or should we relook that constitution and probably give all of us, let all of our voices be a part of that selection of a president? Yeah, so you guys could be a part of the conversation.
Get interactive with us. Call now and be part of the show. Don't miss out. Dial 466-5391 or 342-0081 and join the conversation today. The Street 919 FM, where your opinion matters.
Members, we invite you to be a part of the conversation. Please be mindful and remember our house rules. Be respectful. Keep your contribution under 3 minutes. This house is open to everyone.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
And I also invite all of you that are watching us live via YouTube, Facebook. You guys could also be a part of the conversation. Leave your comments, leave your thoughts. Or you could also call in, send those voice notes as well via WhatsApp. Those numbers again are 342-0081 and 466-5391.
Let us sit and try to relate.
Okay, I have some stats there for me.
I'm looking for the primary functions of the president for those who may or may not know, right? Because obviously, we are very unique in the world in that we have a prime minister,
Right.
and the president. Usually, most countries either have either or.
Either or. Right.
But we have both. Right. But the duties of the president, for those who don't know, right? President is the constitutional head of state, representing the unity of the nation and ensuring that the Constitution is upheld. So their primary duties include appointing government officials such as the leader of the opposition, the prime minister, senators, parliamentary secretaries, etc. They give assent to bills passed in parliament. They appoint judges, grant pardons or commute sentences. And one of the chief functions is that they are the ceremonial commander-in-chief of our defense force. So those are among the few things that the duties of the president, right? The prime minister handles the day-to-day affairs of Trinidad and Tobago, which of course you all know. So yeah, it always did strike me as strange that we vote for a prime minister, but we don't vote for our president. You know, now an electoral college is not a foreign thing. It is there are electoral colleges in other countries like the USA, and kind of like the USA, the electoral college really is the deciding factor of who gets to be president. You know, because we've seen in the US several times that even though a president wins the popular vote of the people, they have more votes in the electoral college, and that's what gets them the top job.
Right.
But here it's just electoral college, plain and simple. 72 people vote. Whoever gets the majority of it is the president. I don't know how I feel about that. Because it's a democracy, right? I always think that
when you look at the breakdown at present, it really makes you really wonder, is the process of really selecting a president, is it really, is that position really independent? You know, when you look at the breakdown of it,
yeah,
as much as they would say that, you know, that position or the person that holds that position is an independent person. But then when you look at how the process is on selecting
said president, yeah,
is it really independent?
I don't know.
Is the process really?
Because it more or less depends on who has the majority in parliament.
And as it is, based on the constitution, the sitting government literally has that say.
And that's more or less how it has been.
Correct.
I'm not sure if there have been any controversial decisions as to who gets to be. And the thing
No,
is, it's not even a. Like sometimes, I mean, when I used to live in Trinidad 10 years ago, it was. I think I saw the transition of at least one president between Anthony Carmona and then his successor, Paul M. Weeks. Paul M. Weeks. I had to think a little bit on that. I think I may have seen President Carmona's. I think I might have been here for his induction, but it really is. It just comes up, boom, new president. I'm like, it's like a new song from a soca artist. A new president dropped. It's like, oh hey, look, new president, nice, and we kind of just move on with our day. You know, it's almost as like we treat it as if it doesn't really have that much effect on us because we didn't really have a say in who got to take that job.
Right.
You know, as opposed to who we vote into parliament. You know, so I seldom hear anyone talk about what that president doing, or they really have no opinion on the person who sits in that office, which I suppose is a good thing because I guess they are supposed to remain neutral and represent unity and everything, but no one has a true say in who sits there. So I don't know, maybe there are pros and cons to just being an electoral college as opposed to the people voting them in, because then I guess it just becomes more party stuff, you know.
But do you think that part of the problem is that persons don't see the relevance of having a president, the importance of having a president within Trinidad and Tobago, that is?
That might be one way to look at it.
So probably that's why we probably don't see the importance of being a part in the selection of a president.
Well, because we've never been a part of it, how can we know how important it is?
But you know, if it is that you are groomed into something, and watching how the culture is, and you get accustomed to a certain lifestyle and a way how things are, you know, you're gonna believe to yourself that okay, that this is the way to go.
Yeah. So we may not know exactly what it's like for us to choose our own president, or what that would entail. You know, and then what would we expect from said president if we had the power to vote them in? You know, what would we want them to do for the people?
What would be the criteria?
Yeah. You know, when a prime minister is a prime minister, it's like, okay, yeah, we expect them to do this, we expect them to do that. But as a president, it's just like, we salute you, sir. We salute you, ma'am. Thank you for your service. You know, it's weird. But I think
that's what I say too. Is because I think people don't understand the roles and the responsibilities of a president. We're going to take a pause here, and then we're going to come back in the next hour. So you guys keep it locked to the Street 919 FM. We're going to pay some bills. The Street Council is obviously in session. Yeah.
Expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
Attention business owners. Are you looking to reach a vast audience and boost your brand's visibility? Then look no further. The Street 919 FM is here to help you shine. With over 170,000 followers on our social media platforms, our radio station is the perfect platform to showcase your products and services. Join us and let your message be heard by thousands of eager listeners. Contact us now to learn more about our affordable advertising packages. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity to connect with your target audience. Advertise with the Street 919 FM today. For more information, call 399-5959 or 384-2232.
Fire Mood Fridays on the Street 919 FM with yours truly, MC Duke and Selector Kochi. All genres of music from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Make it a date and don't be late. Rock and come in. Fire Mood Fridays. Club 919 FM. You don't know.
It's in the feeling in our weak side. It's in the meaning in our spot. It is the thing that sets us apart. Who we are. 'Cause the rhythm of life keeps pumping. Together going strong. No matter what, we keep things flowing. Before we will go all in. Our hands up in the sky. Celebrating. Come let your rhythm flow.
Come shop at the biggest African market in the Caribbean with its African-inspired art, craft, jewelry, clothing, books, delicious food. We're at the Queen's Park Savannah, transformed into the Lidjasu Omuale Emancipation Village for the 2025 Pan-African Festival TT, commemorating emancipation, July 25th to August 1st. Also, enjoy jazz, pan, calypso, reggae, dance, drumming, bois, art exhibits, and for the children, the African Heritage Camp and workshops. The village opens 10:30 a.m. to 10 p.m. Free admission before 3 p.m. Just $40 after. Kids under 12, free all day. Bring your family, your friends, your vibes, and let's celebrate the 187th anniversary of emancipation, our heritage and future together. The Emancipation Support Committee, shaping sustainable futures through reparatory justice.
When your corporate event needs more than just food, it needs an experience, a Michelin experience. From mouth-watering buffet spreads to beautiful packed takeaway boxes, the Michelin Experience Limited delivers more than just wheels. We deliver flavor. We deliver satisfaction. We deliver excellence straight to your boardroom. Whether it's a conference, board meeting, or a retirement function, go beyond basic. Go bold. Go Michelin Experience Limited. Call us now at 1-868-474-2250 or follow us on social media at Michelin Experience. Great food, exceptional service every time.
Whoever said messy was a bad thing totally missed the point. Take that hit song everyone loves now. It probably started like this. Baby, calm down. That's why KFC is celebrating the messy moments with our Messy Cruncher and Messy Zinger sandwiches for only $34.95. Imagine a crunchy, golden brown, flavorful chicken sandwich sauced to perfection with our signature sweet, spicy, tangy sauces. Oh boy. So crunch into the deliciously messy moments today. Check socials for details. KFC, it's finger-licking good.
Ikaro, I am Alatumishe Ifaba Mishe Aganki, better known as MC Duke.
And every Monday between the hours of 9 p.m. to midnight,
I host a show called Orisha, The Way of Life, right here on the Street 919 FM, where I have guests passing through from the Orisha Ifa Baptist Diaspora to educate, edify, and inform you, the listening public, about Orisha Ifa practices. So remember to tune in
every Monday between the hours of 9 p.m. to midnight
for Orisha, The Way of Life.
Looking for a safe and relaxed professional massage therapist and nutritionist? Look no further. Nature's Touch with Empress Judy and Associates offers a natural approach to better health. Treat yourself to a professional massage therapy and nutrition advice in a safe and relaxed atmosphere. Rejuvenate your body, mind, and soul at Nature's Touch Therapy. For an appointment, please call or WhatsApp 1-868-398-8282 or visit our Facebook page. Remember, your health is our responsibility at Nature's Touch.
Hi, I'm Valentine Garcia.
And I'm Nikki Garcia.
Please join us on the Final Hour broadcast every Thursday at 9 a.m. on the Street 919 FM radio.
Every week we will journey into the amazing Word of God. So please join us.
See you then.
Young people of our nation, ignite your wellness journey with Nature's Touch Youth Health Caravan with Princess Omega and Associates. Prevent ill health today and reap the benefit of good health tomorrow. Join us every second and fourth Saturday of each month at 9:25 a.m. to 9:55 a.m., where we bring to you innovative health solutions. Invest in yourself today by ensuring that you're enjoying optimum health. We are located at number 3, 7th Avenue North via the Eastern Main Road, Barataria. For further information, please call or WhatsApp us at 868-310-8671 or 364-4464. Remember, at Nature's Touch, your health is our priority.
Hi there, I'm Lester Suglal, inviting you to join me on the first, second, and third Saturday, 8:30 p.m. to 11 p.m. for the program Slow Gospel Music, and on the fourth and fifth Saturday from 8:30 p.m. for an extended version of Slow Gospel Music on Street 91.9 FM.
Tune in to the Street 919 FM every Friday from 9:15 a.m. to 9:45 a.m. with Kingdom Health Services, situated at number 125 to 186 Eastern Main Road in Tunapuna, for the program Health and Healing, merging the old with the new, with Mr. Brent Diet. For more information, call 318-7471 or 484-0141 or 360-4100. It's all about Kingdom Health Services on the Street 919 FM.
Join the winning team with Pastor Alkaline John
every Tuesday from 11:05 a.m. to 12 noon and every Thursday night from 8 to 9 p.m.
live on the street 919 FM as he talks about Lviv, the power of 5 fruits, one of the most powerful antioxidant supplements on the market today. The 5 superfruits in Lviv are mangosteen, acai, pomegranate, goji, and nuni. These fruits have a positive and profound impact on human health, performance, and disease. Join him as he gives live testimonials of the Lviv healing powers. To get more information, you can contact Pastor Alkaline John at 516-286-7079, or you can visit his webpage at www.alkalinejohn.com. Remember,
every Tuesday from 11:05 a.m. to 12 noon and every Thursday night from 8 to 9 p.m.
live on the street 919 FM.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
Get interactive with us. Call now and be part of the show. Don't miss out. Dial 466-5391 or 342-0081 and join the conversation today. The Street 919 FM, where your opinion matters.
Members, we invite you to be a part of the conversation. Please be mindful and remember our house rules. Be respectful. Keep your contribution under 3 minutes. This house is open to everyone. All rise, all rise. The Street Council is now in session on the Street 919 FM. Your speakers of the house, Anderson and Bashir.
Now the election back and I'll die away. In short, this is what I have to say. Let us forget spites and grudges and concentrate. Come, let us sit and try to relate. Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come, let us walk hand in hand.
So yes, guys, welcome back, members.
Come, my brother, come.
Good afternoon.
And let us build
it is the Street Council right here on the Street 919 FM. Your speakers of the house, Anderson and Hashim, and we are here with you guys until 4 p.m. We are in our third hour right here. We invite you guys to be a part of the conversation. Shout out again going out to all our members listening to us via YouTube. Share the live, tell a friend to tell a friend. The Street Council is on. And today we are touching on
the key to success is working hard for our country.
How we select our head of state.
Get all your different
the process.
Start to build.
Are we comfortable with the process? Do you think that the process should be amended? Our constitution should be revised, looked at in the aspect of allowing the wider population to be a part of this process in being able to select a president. Do you also think that the process at present, do you believe that it's really independent?
Come, let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come, my brother, come, my sister.
Let us know.
Let's build a nation together.
3420081 and also 4665391. And based on the constitution at present, that process involves everyone in parliament to be able to select this president. Let me take this one. Hi, good afternoon, member. Welcome.
Yes, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I feel like I hold back a little because I'm going in my way out, but I feel like now you are speaking about democracy, right? But for democracy, we don't have democracy really, because democracy came out from the French Revolution. That's basic history. But so basically, when the other empires around didn't want the same thing, when the people drag them and take off their head in the road, they end up saying, well, okay, let's give democracy one man vote. But if we go back, right, and check in our history, Mr. Manning wanted to do things to the Constitution, but then basically we saw what ended up happening back. But sometimes we don't need really to change Constitution. What we can do is keep amending it, because that's what America and all those places do because of the fact that they keep amending it to suit new things that is coming up. And what we need to be doing is keep amending our Constitution and moving out what is basically old and archaic. Or otherwise, we would definitely be strict. No, the president is ceremonial. So basically the president doesn't really have that much, no really difference in the power. As past president A.N.R. Robinson said, he ain't no rubber stamp. But so that's something like what the president comes as he put it in the correct phrase. But we need amendments to the Constitution that basically where the people can have the opportunity and the choices. But we have a lot of people that basically have too much race going on in this country that basically we don't support it, because look, we have this simple thing with the Caribbean Court of Justice. We understand what this sitting one that said. We still have a record. So basically, when we get objective and clear-minded and consider the country above our petty little naps, basically then we'll be able to really champion and rise to the occasion and get to the point where we can go out and take somebody who will basically put up somebody for as a president, and people can go out and vote if they choose to say who it is that they want to vote for, and then who they think is the best person to really hold the job. And maybe the president need to have more power also too, because all that is things that we have to think, and sometimes the parliament may not want to relinquish out of the thing. You see, where we have to reach the maturity and thinking, because parliament might want to relinquish out of their powers to the president. Yes, and the president could thing. So you understand? Right. So we have a long way to go to get in maturity, and I think what we need to do is start having discussions on these sorts of things, and then basically when the people can get to the understanding and the level of what in that thing, then we can go and have referendum and maybe force the government to do these amendments, and basically we can achieve those objectives.
But remember, at present, right, based on what you said there, would you agree with that statement that the position or the office of the president is literally like a rubber stamp? Would you agree?
Of course it is. Of course it is rubber stamp, because the president has to do what the prime minister. We had the thing there with Mr. Robinson. He ended up standing up for a while, but he still has to give in and sign it. So then basically it is rubber stamp. And the president really is just ceremonial, basically there, but doesn't have power. And the president's supposed to have power. Or to end up things. You have certain powers, maybe to go with the to open events or whatever it is, and all these kinds of things, and have charities and charities. But to say, well, okay, that she could come up and say, well, look, this is so, and the prime minister and their government will change that. She don't have the power to do that. You understand?
All right.
Okay.
All right.
All
right. Thank you so much, member. Thanks for that. Hi, good afternoon, member. Welcome.
Good afternoon, DJ Anderson.
Good afternoon.
Hashim, good afternoon.
Afternoon.
We are Republican. Help me out here, Hashim. The laws of Republican, that's why we have a president. It's about time we had the people to elect a president to a vote for it. Hashim, Republican, that's law. You know, we're celebrating how much, 29 years of a Republican, Trinidad and Tobago, the president come under those laws, Hashim. Republicans, could you elaborate on that for me?
Sure.
All right. And President, President, you hear me?
Yeah. It come under those laws, the Republican laws.
Panadol, yeah. So Trinidad has been a republic for over 48. Well, this year will be 49 years, right? So it's actually 48 years at present.
So the president come And those laws, those chapters, right? So you guys can look it up and see it's about time constitutional reform.
Right.
And we, as a people, a Republican of Trinidad and Tobago, we have to through a vote. Let's do a vote for a president.
All right. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. We get you. All right. Thanks.
Thank you
so
very
much, member. Yeah, as I said, a lot of persons have been asking for that as well, and that's a question that obviously we put out there for you guys. Do you all believe that it's time for us to have a say, that the wider population should have a say when it comes to selecting a president? Yeah?
And for the sake of those, like Panadol, who wish to know why we are considered a republic, I have the reasons here for you. I made the notes over the break, just to make sure.
Right.
So these are what constitute a country to be a republic, when it has a system of government in which the head of state is elected or appointed. It is not hereditary, so no monarchs, no king or queen. The president, equivalent leader, is chosen by the people or the people's representatives. Right? Sovereignty resides with the people, as in the people are the ultimate source of authority. Leaders are accountable to the citizens, not the royal family or divine right. Power is held by representatives of the people through a representative democracy. And a constitution guides governance. Rule of law is also fundamental, right? So even the top officials, including president, prime minister, whoever, must follow the law. There are usually checks and balances to prevent abuses of power. In Trinidad and Tobago's instance, when we became a republic, for those of you who know, in 1976, when it replaced the British monarch with a locally elected president as the head of state, right? But we are a parliamentary democracy, which means the prime minister and the cabinet still run the government. So in countries like Brazil and the US and such, the president is both head of state and head of government. We have split those two roles here in Trinidad and Tobago.
And again, we invite you guys, we invite you members to be a part of today's discussion. You guys could call 3420081 and also 466-5391, and you could also send your WhatsApp messages on those two numbers as well. Yeah, and I know it's might just be a bit late, but for the ones that are having a late lunch, don't forget that you guys could definitely check out KFC today. Dip it, dunk it, and win it's this Saturday, 12th of July at KFC South Park. Come sample the new KFC tenders and step into the Java experience. From 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. unlock giveaways, augmented reality games, exclusive merch, and free KFC. Hosted by Junior Lee and Chinese with live DJ vibes in full effect. Chase the crunch and unlock Java with KFC. This Java, you gotta make sure and move with KFC.
And for those of you who are wishing for a career where every day you can help someone build a better future, Sagicor may be the place for you. They are not just hiring, but inviting you to join a team that empowers lives. As a financial advisor, you'll guide clients toward their dreams and discover your own path to success. If you're motivated, driven, and ready for something more, Sagicor wants to hear from you. So make sure you call them 774-4595. That's 774-4595. Or email Ann_Powell Pollard. That's ANN_Powell Pollard. 2 L's in both, at Sagicor.com, and take the first step today at Sagicor, wise financial thinking for life.
Yeah, and I'm seeing 2098 is saying, in my opinion, we don't even need a president. That's a salary wasted. Our country is too small to have both a PM and president. President is nothing more than a paid rubber stamp. Hi, good afternoon, member. Welcome.
Hi, good afternoon.
Afternoon.
I hear what you're all saying, but tell me how that's going to guarantee that the person still not going to have some bias for the government? Because even if the people vote the person, they will have some kind of bias to some government, because I'm sure that person would have voted for some government. Because you could extend it down to a magistrate, is the same thing.
Right.
Right?
Uh-huh.
Who votes in the government? And it's the people.
Right.
And what does happen when the government comes in? And they have some kind of bias to their supporters. It will always happen, so it come back down to the individual. It is the individual regardless to who put them there. We have to get the right kind of people, even if it's the government appoint the person. It comes down to the individual. Because again, you go at a magistrate, if it's somebody from the government, in the case you could say the magistrate had some bias. So where does it end?
What would be your suggestion, member, in the aspect of selecting a president?
Well, this is what I'm saying is to get somebody that we feel that have the integrity and the kind of balance, which is very hard. It is very hard in society right now. It is difficult. So I understand putting the people there. Yeah, it may say that the people put them there, but it's no different that we put the government there, and we still see, as it relates to different government, there's a bias to the people that support to them. So it's no different.
Okay. All
Okay.
right.
Nice.
Thank you so much for your contribution, member.
Yeah. Makes a valid point.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, even if we elected a president, you know, we are all subject to our bias. You know, we're subject to who we vote in general elections to be the leaders of countries. So we be biased against who we put in the office. Like, do they think the way I think? Did they vote the way I vote? So, you know, and of course, whoever is in that seat may be prone to their own biases depending on who, you know, they aligned with. And even though the job requires them to remain neutral, at the end of the day, we are still human, right? You're just a human with a fancy title and a military at your back.
Hi, good afternoon, member. Welcome.
Yeah, I'm good there again. I'm Dream Team, Mr. Lokita. Great topic. Anyhow, we came from the colonial systems where we had governors and governor general. Right? And we had Guyana, Communal Republic. Right? Guyana became a republic somewhere in the 70s. And then we have Trinidad in 1976, right? And then we have a president. So we have presidents in Guyana, we have presidents in Trinidad and Tobago, and we have presidents in the Commonwealth of. That's the official name for the official title for Dominica, the Commonwealth of Dominica. Now Barbados became a republic last year. Right? So,
yeah.
So I think they replaced their Governor General also with a president. But besides Guyana, all the others are what they call titular office holders. Right? So the president of Trinidad and Tobago is a titular office holder. The one in Dominica is a titular office holder. And the one in Barbados is a titular office holder. In Guyana, the president is elected by the electorate. Right? Guyana has what they call a mixed system of proportional representation, where the president is elected first past the post. That means the two parties put up people, and whoever gets the most votes win the president. The president of Guyana. But in between that, there's a system of proportional representation, where the other members of the government are elected by proportional representation. I don't know if I'm saying. The president of Guyana elected by first past the post. The other members of the government are elected under the proportional representation system.
Yeah.
Right? So they call it a mixed system. Because you have first past the post and proportional representation. All the other presidents in the Caribbean are what they call titular heads, which is just a new name for the original Governor General.
Right.
So that's why they perform here, like they perform what they call ceremonial duties. You don't vote for them, right? So now the senator, under the Constitution of Trinidad and Tobago, the senators, right, are not independent senators. They are senators who are appointed by the president in Trinidad and Tobago, but they come from different backgrounds. Right? So, like for example, if a person has in agriculture, they have expertise in agriculture. One may have in a particular science. One may have business acumen. Right? That's how it's supposed to be. Right? But how the president herself in Trinidad is now appointed by the prime minister. So technically, it seems that the president is a political appointment. Right? So how will you deal with what they call the doctrine of collective responsibility now? Because remember, it's a political party put you there.
Correct.
Right? So technically, you have to toe the line of the party that put you there. Because the president in Trinidad and Tobago is elected by what they call electoral college, which is all existing parliamentarians, opposition, and government, and then you have the senators, and then you have the speaker is normally the chairman, right, with a vote, and you have the president of the Senate with a vote. Now remember, the Senate here, government have 16 appointees, which the president is one, and then you have 6 opposition and 9 what they call independent senators, which are presidential appointed senators. So we have a very complex kind of system here.
Correct.
So in the end, you may have to go under what they call the presidential system like America, or you have two people going up for office from 2 different parties, or in most instances. Because you had one year, you had Ross Perot, I think he went over that 3rd party in America. So we have to have 2 opponents, and then they will have to select now their cabinet from people who did not face the electorate, like how America does it. The Secretary of State and all the secretaries don't face the electorate in America. You know that?
Yeah.
Right?
But based on how it is right now, member, would you also share the same sentiment of a previous member who said that right now the president's position is like a rubber stamp?
Well, because of the doctrine of collective responsibility, you cannot when you vote, you see, people don't really vote conscience, right? So most likely the president will have to toe the line. That's what I'm saying. The same thing I'm saying, what that person's saying. Because remember, the political party installed you. Right? The political party installed you. It comes as if just how a normal minister is his political party installed him, so he cannot go against the doctrine of collective responsibility. Because he'll be kicked out of the cabinet if he's a cabinet minister. So one of the things we have to look at is having what they call presidential style elections. As I say, you have 2 candidates from 2 different parties, and whoever wins, right, under what they call the same first past the post system, they will select people, right, to form their cabinet, like similar to what is done in America.
All right. Well, thank you so much, member. Thank you so much for your contribution.
All rise. All rise. The Street Council is in session on the Street 919 FM.
Now, you brought up a very something of note there, right? Because the president is is a head of state, right? Their duties are more ceremonial, you know? You call them when you're appointing people or presenting awards.
Right.
Or whatever, right? They don't necessarily interfere with the day-to-day runnings of the country, as opposed to places like America or Brazil or Nigeria, right? So if we open this election for the people, we would expect the president to do something more than simply appoint people to positions and give out awards. We would want them to be a bit more active in the goings on in the country, you know?
So,
but we already have somebody that does that, which is the Prime Minister.
Now you're seeing how people are going based on this rubber stamp.
On this rubber stamp position.
Hi, good afternoon, member. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Dr. Anderson. Good afternoon, Dr. G.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Trinidad and Tobago. Good afternoon, oh God. In the existence of God, truth. And, well, bless us up with discipline, tolerance, and production. And that everybody respect and appreciate one another. And let us get a united and organized existence to live. Thank you, Papa God, for that in advance.
Now, I'm going to, President, I'm going to give you back your few seconds, right? But before you continue, I need to make this this announcement, because I have you on the line too, and I think it's just fitting. Today is one of our members' birthday, and before I forget, it's because I heard him, heard President calling it. It remind me. Right. So today is KFC's birthday. He's celebrating his Earth Strong today.
Yes, it is today.
So I wanna take this time to wish KFC happy birthday, happy Earth Strong to you, and may God continue to richly bless you. And I know that since this person on the line here is someone that you always have a banter with, I said, you know, it's only fitting that, you know, because I know the relationship. So I think it's fitting to say, you know what? We could share that greeting with President on the phone. But let me bring you in front of the class first,
Yes, blessed Earth Strong, KFC.
Yeah, blessed Earth Strong.
Wherever you're standing.
All right, President. So the floor is yours.
All right, okay. And Dr. Gene beat me to it there, brother.
Yeah.
I was going on ball no happy birthday for my brother, you know. I was going on give him the happy Earth Strong KFC. I mean, he's a brother, he have a way, he don't cuss. He go make it kucho. Yeah, he's not very totally disrespectful. He does make it kucho. And that's where I like him for in great respect. So happy and strong KFC.
Yeah man. Happy birthday. I hope he bring a slice of cake for us.
Boy.
And he knows exactly where Marval Road is. He knows exactly.
All that big up, he big enough him.
Right.
Anyway.
All right.
President.
All right, so here we go now. The knowledge where I know so far with million 60 change in existence. All right, I want to start from colonial existence. That we go. We carry what we call an independence after, still using the Westminster, according to somebody, they say not Westminster, but Westminster Constitution. We had a Governor General at that time. Where they come and they break off the Governor General, still using the Westminster Constitution, but we come Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. So in coming Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, on the constitutional rest of the Republic of Trinidad, it directly says the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. But how much thing really amended? What really amended? That we would know that it was. So we still have to revisit the Constitution to do what may be amendment. And anytime you're amending, is because I still believe there is a lot of things that still carry in the Westminster legislated constitutional order. So what I'm saying here now, you know, is that we come to president. But still that we come to president, although many would say that it is a rubber stamp, I will still say it have the dictates of the Westminster. Because in such respect over the whole Caribbean, if you observe, we still is under, how you call it early on, the Queen's, a kind of Queen Council something. You know, we say it early on there just now, Queen Council something. So, in that doing, we have to necessarily go into the Constitution, see what we could amend towards our purpose. if we had to use the president in some cases, I don't know whether the electoral college who own that, but whoever owned that, what should really happen now, instead of the appointment of a president, we should have a nominating. That is two different words that will come up, because in nominating, it will take from the different factions of the parties and so forth, and nominate somebody. They will nominate 2 or 3, how much it is, and then out of the vote of the nomination, it will get one, but that will go on in a one circle something. So as long as it's in that one circle, everybody got a chance to vote. It comes like the same one man, one vote. And then, after that, you bring it to the people. The people now will stand up and say, well, okay, you have 2 now a bit. That's the 2 that we, the people, just as our ordinary big election, we will vote who we decide really, I think by ethics and so forth, we'll have to put in that integrity and which one we would really choose to be the president over the country. Unless we want to leave out president completely, which it matters something to stand up on it to order the constitution over the powers of judges and magistrates and those people. So somehow they have a point, according to that situation. So I think we can leave it there with that.
Yeah, all right. Thanks so much. Let me see if I can squeeze in another one. Hi, good afternoon, member. Welcome.
Hello.
Hi, good afternoon, member.
Yeah. I don't want to change the course of all your program, but something just happened to me that I have to bring it to all your attention.
Go ahead.
All right.
I'm calling on the Minister of Education to get involved in this. My daughter just went to enroll my grandson in a school in Mokade, a boys' school. He passed for a college in Mokade, and spent over $3,000 to register on some frivolous thing.
Wow.
Imagine $600 to be a member of the PTA, $500 because you want to be in football. Some other package I have 1,000 something. You have to buy the uniform from the school and all that. When you work it out, it's over $3,000 the girl spend it just. You know, and like PNM free education, PNM free education. So you see when people call in and talking about great is the PNM, why I just get so upset? Because they don't know what they're talking about. The bobblehead, dashboard, dollies and them. They don't think. Imagine, and it have a woman there, she had twins. So waste of position. Why this kind of thing must be perpetrated on poor people, boy? Why? And people just saying and talking as it as stupidness and not paying attention to the real issue that really affecting in the country. That is why we have to change government over and over until we get the right one. Nobody should be aligned to no party. The party system is killing the country. You understand? Boy, that thing real out in me, boy. That real out in me.
Sorry to hear about that, member.
All right. Later.
Yeah, sorry to hear about that. And I assumed that would have been something that would have concerned persons. I was expecting that someone would have jumped out and complained about it. Let me say, Dr. Wakanda is saying as well, my opinion, we should no longer have the PNM in order to stop the distressing of Trinidad and Tobago citizens. This will eliminate all political biasness. And he's also wishing happy birthday to my brother from another mother, KFC. So again, you know, you guys could send your birthday shout outs to KFC, you know.
And anyone else who's celebrating they're strong.
Yeah, man, it's cancer, you know. It's cancer month. You know, it's cancer month. So I'm still celebrating too, yeah. Hi, good afternoon.
Yeah. So brother boy, KFC original name is Triple G, and he like reggae music. So could I say, it's been a long time.
Yeah, we can't play any today, but we will definitely play tomorrow, right?
Let me say happy birthday to Triple G now.
All right.
Well,
no
go
problem.
ahead for Triple G.
Yeah, you don't know very far away.
Nice.
Love. Boy.
Hi, good afternoon, member. Welcome.
Oh, boy.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, member.
Afternoon.
This is for KFC.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
What KFC?
KFC get you, boy.
What? You're bringing out persons, from all area, from underneath. Anyways.
Boy, get us.
Hi, good afternoon, member. Welcome.
Hi, good afternoon, gentlemen. I had called earlier on. I need to ask you all one thing. What is the criteria to be the president?
That's a good question, though.
It is a good question.
But I don't think at
not?
present there's really a criteria. But I'll do some more research on that.
Have a conversation.
Well, then that is where our problem lies. Because if there was a criteria, it would have mean that we could help narrow down the person that we want to be there. So, for instance, the person must be a lawyer because he must have some knowledge of the law.
Right.
The person should have some kind of let's say national what I should say, show that they did something, contributing to the country nationally that was really acknowledged by the country or something like that. But what I'm saying, there needs to be a criteria as it is now is
all right.
Anyone?
All right. Yeah. Okay. So I got a list for you. I got a list for you here. For eligible nomination as president of Trinidad and Tobago, a candidate must meet these following constitutional criteria. 1, must be a citizen of Trinidad and Tobago, obviously.
Oh, yes.
At least 35 years old at the time of nomination, must have been ordinarily resident, as in lived in Trinidad and Tobago for at least 10 continuous years immediately before nomination. Disqualifications, holding citizenship of another country, being an undischarged bankrupt, but nothing to say must be a lawyer or anything of that kind.
So those
that's
things
what he suggested.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
those are the main criteria. Those are really the main criteria right there.
And that does not narrow down to somebody who you really want that has integrity. That what you're saying, that is just like more or less you're a citizen.
Yeah, because I wouldn't even bother to really even do too much of a dive to see it, because I mean just look at America. Right? And I'll just leave it there. But thanks, member, for your contribution.
Okay.
Yeah.
The president of the United States. Anyways.
Yeah.
We moving
swiftly along. Briskly, as one might say.
And because I apparently am one person that don't like to be what's the word I want to use, boy? But I'm going to play this disclaimer first.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
Caught with your pants down, probably, is the phrase? I'm not sure. Maybe.
Persons over my shoulder.
Yeah.
You see this dictator kind of behavior and micromanaging, that is sometimes kind of, that don't go good with me at all. But you see, I'm very much seasoned into this too.
Yeah.
I've been down many roads, even though I'm young. And one thing you mentioned there, and something that we have not seen, because you said that the person must be 35 years, right? And over. How come we never had a young, vibrant
president?
Or a young, vibrant
prime minister?
Why?
Yeah.
Why? But you know,
all of our leaders
I don't wanna continue that because again they might say that's how Anderson or whatever, and I might see somebody come with a cookie broom to try to beat me.
You must respect your elders, Anderson. You must stop that.
I will just leave that there. You all think or interpret however you guys see it fit. Hi, good afternoon, member. Welcome.
Hello, good evening.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, member.
I want to shout out my sister's birthday today, Shuma. Comments just fine.
Go ahead.
Hey, you go ahead.
Yes, her birthday is today, and I want to wish her happy birthday to live to see many, many more.
All right, no problem. And how and you mind sharing how old is your sister?
No, Anderson, you don't ask a woman her age. Why?
She is 74 today.
72? 74.
Yes,
wow. 74. All right, okay. And her name again is Sherma, you said?
Yes.
Sherma, all right, okay. Well, on behalf of the Street Council, Sherma, happy birthday, happy 74th birthday going out to you. And Hashim, come on, give us something.
To you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
So we hope that Sherma enjoys her birthday, and thanks so much for sharing that with us. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, member.
Yeah, man. Pick up yourself, Miss Sherma, wherever you are standing.
Sherma is celebrating her 74th birthday today.
74th.
It is such a pleasure when someone celebrates a birthday. And I mean, when you really look at...
You're over your 3 scores and 10. You're really gunning it round.
When you look at how society is now, just have to say thank God that
someone
could, reach that age.
Of course.
And again, we celebrating with KFC as well. And we invite you guys to be a part of the conversation as well. Those numbers again are 342-0081. 4665391, and you could also send your WhatsApp messages as well. And shout out again to all our members listening to us via YouTube, Facebook, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our social media platforms. And yeah, this is the Street Council.
Yeah.
So speakers Anderson and Hashim, go ahead.
So that is a unique thing about, well, not really unique, but to become a president in Trinidad and Tobago is pretty straightforward. Just be of a certain age, live here for a certain amount of time, and be a citizen.
I think generally,
and so literally, almost any Trinbagonian can be put forward to be named the president. Now, usually, whoever is put forward is, from a certain profession. They're probably a lawyer. They probably studied politics. They've studied law. They may have been a doctor of some kind, but anyone can really be it. If you have the right connections in Parliament, you could become a president.
We start to build, and onward to progress we surely will. Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come, let us work hand in hand.
So yeah, anyone can be a president. Sorry about that, guys. So anyone can be a president. Once you have the right connection. If somebody, if you have a neighbor who's a senator, and in the next 3 years, I think is the next
but generally,
time for elections.
I think anybody could literally hold these offices, these, as some would call it, heads. These particular prestige positions. Anyone could hold these positions because I don't think we could look at Prime Minister, we could look as being an MP, and the criteria behind it is not that you have to be an attorney.
No.
Not everybody in government right now, not all the not all those politicians studied law.
They didn't study politics.
Some of them actually started to study law while they were in office. In office.
Yeah.
We could look at current holders right now who hold positions. Some of them are not attorneys and so forth.
No.
So I think that
some of them had regular jobs like you and me.
Correct. So
and found themselves in a position
so
to
probably
probably
they should definitely look at letting the wider population still have a voice.
Yeah.
When coming to this to selecting a president.
But again, it goes back to what I was saying before we took some calls. If we are more involved in this decision of who is president, wouldn't the people then expect more from the president other than appointing positions in government and giving out awards and, handing out degrees at UTT graduation? Because for those of you who didn't know, the president is the head of UTT. We would expect them to do more than just that if we are given that power to vote them in. And we already have somebody that does that, which is the prime minister. So then that would just make, if two people are trying to oversee a country at the same time, that's gonna obviously
this might be wrong. This might come across wrong, but is it that the position of the president right now, and based on some of the explanation, is it that she's like the assistant? In this particular case, is a her. But is it that the president is the assistant to the prime minister, more or less? If the prime minister cannot be there,
but then she would
just president.
But then that would just be a deputy prime minister, not so?
Because
you wouldn't have a title of president.
Those things is things that the prime minister could do, but the prime minister isn't doing it. So because most times you would hear the instructions was sent to the president to appoint this person or that person, or whatever the case may be. So it really makes you wonder, why do we have a president? And then if it is that we should really, as you say, expect more, or the wider population would expect more from the president.
Because if I vote you into something, I expect you to do something that would benefit me and benefit the people that voted for you.
Hi, good afternoon, member. Welcome.
Hey, DJ Andy and Hashim the Dream.
Fellas, how are you?
Now tuning. I quiet, and now tuning in here. So listening to the rest of the program real quick. I'm happy to hear the topic you guys raising. I would say beyond a shadow of a doubt, 100%. If it is the president has the time and the ability to assist with the affairs of the country, obviously no question about it, especially where we have been at and where we at as a country, we need that assistance. And more so according to connect it back to the conversation you guys had a couple of weeks ago about more so national security. They were asking if gentlemen like Gary Griffith, and you stretch it to even more Ian Allen, and this could extend to anyone in any capacity. If they have the qualifications and the capability to assist with the status of the country in any sector, absolutely. No question about it, because we need that. Blessings, brothers.
All right, thank you so much for your contribution, member. So we're gonna pause on the phone calls because we are actually getting ready to take a break and to jump in our last and final hour right here on the Street Council. Anderson and Hashim taking you on your afternoon journeys, whether it be from work or picking up those kids from school, you name it.
How we still actually in school still, boy?
Yes, and tomorrow actually it would be the close.
It's the last.
It's
you
the
sure?
last day of school.
Okay, because we've been saying last for I feel like 2 weeks now. You know.
Yeah, tomorrow should be the last day of school.
Officially, we could.
A lot of parents would have probably kept their kids at home. Some of their kids, their children. You know, some people don't like to hear the word kids, but please look it up. It's still still coming out from your womb, right, ladies? Anyways, so yes, we are
not baby goats.
So yeah, I know that a lot of teachers would have been doing corrections of exams and so forth, and obviously some some parents would still be awaiting their children report cards and so forth to see exactly who is going to be under punishment for this summer vacation. And I told you, if you did not come out first, you are not going to get to travel to go by Auntie Sherry in America. You're not going. I'm so glad she didn't come out first. Save my whole bill. You know, and some parents would still
did it save you a whole bill though? Because now you had to feed them for the rest of the summer.
Well, you know, so some people will kind of budget things, you know.
Yeah.
You see, if they're here, they could still throw them by a friend for 2 nights. And I will save them all money. They might go by some cousin, and that responsibility of being able to feed the child will fall on the aunts and uncles. So, yeah, they look at it. But you see, when you're sending them away, you have to buy the ticket. You may have to also send them with a little spending money. And you know, we're talking about US dollars. We're not talking about TT.
Not the ticket.
So you know how the US is operating. How the US is very hard to come by.
This is why you have relatives in the Caribbean only. It's way cheaper. Travel is cheaper.
No, but everybody, I think everybody wants to have that experience of traveling and going to see the apple. You know, the big apple.
It's all right.
No, because you would have experienced it, but a lot of persons, you know, never had that experience would want to definitely venture there. You know,
it's like Port of Spain on steroids, or you know, like if you don't like traffic, you won't like New York City.
Wow. No, it's
let me say about it.
You all do not take on Hashim, man. I mean, during winter, I love it. I love to see the buildings when they light up and so forth.
Yeah, New York is a lovely place.
And Times Square. Yeah. But it's busy. It's very busy.
It is.
So we're gonna pay some bills, and then we're gonna come back in our last and final hour. Get your what is not a crime but should be considered a crime ready. And also I have a question to ask you guys within that hour as well. So let's pay those bills and come back with more.
Attention business owners. Are you looking to reach a vast audience and boost your brand's visibility? Then look no further. The Street 919 FM is here to help you shine. With over 170,000 followers on our social media platforms, our radio station is the perfect platform to showcase your products and services. Join us and let your message be heard by thousands of eager listeners. Contact us now to learn more about our affordable advertising packages. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity to connect with your target audience. Advertise with the Street 919 FM today. For more information, call 399-5959 or 384-2232.
This is the voice of Tuesday, Seventh-day Adventist. We are preaching Emergency Alert broadcast, which is from the Tuesday Seventh-day Adventist Church. We will be featuring voices of brethren from different parts of the world, preaching the gospel, preaching prophecy as it relates to current events and the ending of the world. Listen to us on 91.9 FM every Sunday from 9:05 a.m. to 10 a.m. on Sundays. May God bless you as you learn the truth. In Jesus' name, amen.
Are you searching for answers to life's questions? Those things that disturb and concern you the most? Why all the wickedness? Why the suffering in the world? Will it end? Who is responsible? Well, if so, join us right here on The Street 91.9 FM every Sunday from 5 to 6 p.m. with Brother Samuel Gooding and Roland White, where we open the Bible and find answers to all these things and more. For it is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of God.
Come
Shop at the biggest African market in the Caribbean with its African-inspired art, craft, jewelry, clothing, books, delicious food. We're at the Queen's Park Savannah, transformed into the Lidjasu Omuale Emancipation Village for the 2025 Pan-African Festival TT, commemorating emancipation, July 25th to August 1st. Also, enjoy jazz, pan, calypso, reggae, dance, drumming, bois, art exhibits, and for the children, the African Heritage Camp and workshops. The village opens 10:30 a.m. to 10 p.m. Free admission before 3 p.m. Just $40 after. Kids under 12, free all day. Bring your family, your friends, your vibes, and let's celebrate the 187th anniversary of emancipation, our heritage and future together. The Emancipation Support Committee, shaping sustainable futures through reparatory justice.
Get hot this summer. Oh no, we mean HUT, as in hot days mean hot deals with Pizza Hut. Get one large pizza plus single breadsticks for only $135, or go bigger with two large pizzas, family breadsticks, and cinnamon rolls for just $290. All your favorite pizzas with all the toppings you love all summer long. So head to the Hut and get your hot deals while this offer is super hot. Pizza Hut, now that's delivering.
Every child is created for excellence. Release the natural intelligence from every child with the IBG educational products. Just listen to these testimonies.
He wanted to read to show me what he can read in one day time. We get through the program and they make real good marks.
And she's singing the song. She liked the song too bad.
And they were really excited. It's success in no time for them.
With the IBG educational products, we guarantee instant living to all.
This is about the best thing I've seen.
It is extremely well.
At IBG, we project the young minds of today to be leaders tomorrow. Just call us at 330-1384 or WhatsApp us at the same number, 330-1384. Delivery at your door. Find us on Facebook and Instagram. Start working from at home with the IBG educational products and send them out to school as champions.
Are you tired of scratching the surface? Do you want to understand the real forces shaping Trinidad and Tobago? From the delicate dance of our energy sector on the global stage, to the geopolitical shadows behind the crime affecting our streets, we dig deeper. The third umpire goes beyond the headlines. We connect the dots between local challenges and the international currents that truly impact your life, your wallet, your security. Join Stephen Matheson, Selvin Mitchell, and Ronaldo Rollux, 3 employment law and human resource management consulting professionals, as they unpack the complexities, analyze the power plays, and reveal the often hidden realities. Understand the game. Understand your role in it. The third umpire, critically analyzing Trinidad and Tobago's economic and political realities on how they affect your daily lives. Tune in Monday to Friday at 4 p.m. on The Street 919 FM. Don't just listen to the news. Understand it.
Planning your Tobago getaway? Choose the highest Google-rated car rental company on the island, O'Neill Auto Rentals Tobago. Located just minutes from the A&R Robinson International Airport, at O'Neill, we pride ourselves on being the most tech-savvy car rental company in Tobago. Our process is 100% digital. No paperwork, no long lines. From easy pickup to seamless returns, renting a car in Tobago has never been simpler. WhatsApp us now at 1-868-361-1042 to book your vehicle. Don't forget to mention promo code RADIO2 to receive a 5% discount on your rental. Send a WhatsApp message to 1-868-361-1042 today. That's 1-868-361-1042. O'Neill Auto Rentals Tobago, the easiest, most reliable car rental experience on the island.
Vehicle availability is subject to change. Driver must be at least 25 years old and have a valid driver's license to book. For more information, visit www.rentalcartobago.com.
Blessings in the wonderful name of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. You are invited to listen to the Final Hour broadcast heard every Monday from 12 midnight to 5 a.m. in the morning on The Street 919 FM radio. Here my mom, Pastor Helen Garcia, and myself, Pastor Valentine Garcia Jr., preach the word of God to the elderly, youth, and children. We can be contacted at 629-0113 or 623-8444. The church is located at 26 Prince Street in Port of Spain. We look forward to you joining us. God bless you.
As my life I lay it on the altar, as my life.
Looking for a safe and relaxed professional massage therapist and nutritionist? Look no further. Nature's Touch with Empress Judy and Associates offers a natural approach to better health. Treat yourself to a professional massage therapy and nutrition advice in a safe and relaxed atmosphere. Rejuvenate your body, mind, and soul at Nature's Touch Therapy. For an appointment, please call or WhatsApp 1-868-398-8282 or visit our Facebook page. Remember, your health is our responsibility at Nature's Touch.
The Gap Man Limited specializes in products that cater to all your health needs. The Male Enhancement Package targets the areas of the body that contribute to erectile dysfunction. The Male Enhancement costs $1,400. The Gap pills are priced at 250 pills for $500 and 500 pills for just $900. For the best in eye care, get the super combination of a Super Bright and the Body Healer. To improve the heart's function and circulation, get the Gap pills and Formula C. To get a total body cleanse daily, use the Gap Body Healer and Big C, all for a super low price of $1,300. To order your products from the Gap Man Limited, call 628-4531 for products that cater to all your health needs.
For more info, contact 476-7268.
The presence of oxygen is absolutely the absence of disease. Most chronic diseases that plague us are not happening to us, but is happening within us. We're literally eating ourselves to death, which means we're not living longer, we're dying longer. Join fitness expert Aloy Johnson, the founder of the healthiest corner on earth, located at number 92 East Drive, Chamfleur, every Wednesday from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. live on The Street 919 FM, where he shows you that healing the body's temple is easier than anyone would have led you to believe.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
Get interactive with us. Call now and be part of the show. Don't miss out. Dial 466-5391 or 342-0081 and join the conversation today. The Street 919 FM, where your opinion matters.
Members, we invite you to be a part of the conversation. Please be mindful and remember our house rules. Be respectful. Keep your contribution under 3 minutes. This house is open to everyone.
Our last and final hour.
Indeed.
On the Street 919 FM in the Street Council.
On a Friday Eve, no less. You alright?
Again, good afternoon, going out to all the members that are locked on. If you have just tuned in, you're late. You're late for the council.
Very.
But, welcome. All our members on YouTube as well. Good afternoon. Share the live. It's our last and final hour, and it is what is not a crime but should be considered a crime.
A strong and better nation.
And while I invite you guys to be a part of the program and call in and share with us what should be considered a crime,
Because this is our land. Come my brother, come my sister.
let's just give you some information first. Go ahead.
Yeah, let's give you that information real quick. Tobago Massive. Get ready for a mid-year miracle as TechFlex TT celebrates its Christmas in July sale. Forget the heat because the deals are ice cold as they are taking computed we're talking about, sorry, computers discounted by up to $500 all month long. If you're in need of a gaming powerhouse, score a gaming laptop for $2,000 off, or even a custom-built gaming desktop for just $6,500. But there is more. Tablets starting at just $399, desktop towers for only $999, and a complete desktop combo starting at an unbelievable $24.99. TechFlex TT is Tobago's #1 computer store and is bringing you all the Christmas savings right now. You can find them on Wilson Street, Scarborough, next to Royal Castle, or call them 235-4919. That's 235-4919. Have a Merry Christmas in July.
Also, guys, it's Thursday, and you're looking for some action, just to be able to relax and probably be entertained at the same time. It's all about karaoke night at a Vibes event space, formerly known as Shades Nightclub, and that is in Tobago. Free entry, doors open from 8 p.m. till $250 bar tab. Free shots special on a White Oak and Campari. $10 on a Caribbean Stag as well. So you get that special on White Oak and Campari.
Things that we need.
And also $10 on Caribbean Stag.
Surely I do have to
Karaoke Thursdays, hosted by Kami Music by DJ Matty at a Vibes event space located at 15th Mount Pleasant Boulevard, Bonaccord. And it's happening in Tobago, so don't miss out on this excitement. Today being Thursday. Get your singing voice all tuned up and go there and you sing. And obviously make sure and patronize with the bar and get those free shots as well.
Of course. And of course, guys, as you know, we're getting ready to chase that adventure with KFC. This Java, they are bringing the heat with 3 amazing stops across Trinidad and Tobago. This Saturday, they're at South Park, July 25th, Independence Square, and they will be in KFC Scarborough, Tobago on August 16th. But the adventure begins this Saturday. Chase the crunch with KFC from 3 to 6 p.m. Join your favorite hosts, Junior Lee, Chinese, and Whitney, and unlock the full Java experience. Step into the 360 bucket, explore the augmented reality world, and win Java Chill Kits, exclusive merch, and free KFC. Now, that is free KFC chicken, not free KFC from prison. He is out enjoying his birthday. All right, that's don't panic. But come and sample all the new KFC tenders. Dip, dunk, drip to win. Live DJ entertainment and finger licking fun. Java Unlocked adventure activated only at KFC.
Yeah, I think it's time KFC bring out something a little more spicy, like a roast pepper dripping.
A roast?
Yeah.
What? So wait. So what are we doing? We taking this spicy chicken.
Correct.
We drenching it in the pepper sauce.
And that nice roast pepper dripping.
And roasting it again?
No.
Like double.
The pepper would be roasted already. In the dripping. Right. So it's like a sauce they make with it now to bring that extra heat.
Oh no, I thought you wanted an extra level of spice chicken. Cause we have original, we have spicy.
Yeah, I want.
So now we need a.
I want something. Yeah.
So now we need a hot.
Yeah.
We need a hot.
Something a little more, to hit the spot now.
Good.
I feel like I've gotten so accustomed to what the offerings right now that the pepper doesn't seem to. Like I get accustomed to it. Even though I'm not a KFC fanatic
and I'm
fan.
not one. You know me. I'm not a pepper guy. I still enjoy a spicy KFC from time to time.
Yeah.
But it's hard to choose between greasy or crusty, floury greasy. So I want. I think that would be cool. They have tenders now, which I am looking forward to trying. So I am. Yeah.
So you guys make sure and check out KFC. It's all happening at KFC, and they have so many things happening in the next coming days. I mean, they spoke to me. It's my birthday, and they said that they're gonna offer the world the treatment.
You get the treatment. Okay. Shout out to Miss Karen at my favorite. Shout out to Miss Karen at my favorite KFC branch. Always make sure my orders is fresh and they're correct.
So let's dive straight into it, right? What is not a crime but should be considered a crime? And as I said, I had something to ask you guys, and I want you guys to be able to answer when you call in as well to give you what is considered a crime. So if you were a producer, if you were the producer of a brand new movie or series that is making right here in Trinidad and Tobago, what would be the name of this movie? And I want to know what sort of movie is it? Is it an action, a horror, bacchanal, adding bacchanal to it? You know, a thriller? Give me the name of your movie that you are producing. And you could go into a little bit of details in it, but please keep the people name out of your mouth. Please be careful, be mindful. Right? I caution you all from now. But just give us what is the name of this movie? And what sort of movie is it? Are we looking at a comedy? Are we looking at bacchanal? Are we looking at a horror, a thriller, a drama?
I need either a coming of age or a comedy from Trinidad, right? Like I think I saw somebody try to make a concept,
right?
Like if Disney made a movie about Trinidad and Tobago, about a young boy with a magical steel pan, something like that. And I think it centered around Panorama, and they had to defeat one of those dark spirits like a La Jabless,
right?
What I was trying to suck the spirit of the music out of the carnival or something like that.
Not like Junior Lee and the Suko,
not the Junior Lee Suko, yeah. But I wouldn't mind seeing that, like a children's animated movie about Trinidad and Tobago, and highlight the steel pan and the magic that our music brings, because to me Trinidad have the sweetest music in the world. It's not even close. It's really not even close. So I wouldn't mind seeing something like that.
So,
if we're talking comedy, well, the possibilities are endless.
And those numbers are gonna 342-0081, 466-5391, and you could also send your voice notes via WhatsApp. Yeah, let me take this one. Hi, good afternoon, member. Welcome.
Hey, brothers. Real quick. Sorry.
Greetings. Yeah.
I'll turn off my radio. Yeah, greetings. So, just answered one time, DJ, and did the question. My title might be something like the show with Will Smith, The Pursuit of Happiness, or just the title. I never saw the movie called Saving Private Ryan. So for the Will Smith one, it might be, the reconstruction of Trinidad and Tobago will be the title, and it might be a movie. It might be a movie like Pursuit of Happiness, where it had some serious moments when he was down and he had a child to take care of.
Right, yeah.
And through hard perseverance, and he was able to make some stride, I believe. And
in this movie, right? Who is acting the role as Will Smith? Now you remember it's a local movie, so we want local persons.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear that part. Who would act Will Smith, but to be serious? Well, honestly, the closest fit to play Will Smith would have to be Jason Williams. The host of the shows.
I could see that.
That's one of the reasons why I watched that show too, because yes, we know he have the comedy,
right?
But it definitely keeps his comedy in its category and the serious focus in its category.
Okay, all right. Okay. I can see that. All right.
Hopefully that comes out at something, because he have the talent, and I personally enjoy watching him. I think others enjoy watching him. So it's funny how that could be something just based off of your topic.
You
come, my brother, come, my sister, and let us build a nation.
Telling people want to go. Your car empty. I am the first passenger in the vehicle. And then after wait a whole 45 minutes for the vehicle to full. And after the vehicle is full, you know when I'm pulling the gas station to put gas. Let me tell you something, that should be considered a crime, eh?
Hey,
really?
Somebody
Really?
Throw the key, eh? And Jerome said throw the key with that one.
What kind of...
Nah. You're wicked. You're wicked.
There's
There's one to go.
One to go. And after I come in the car, you know going to pull in the gas
station
to put gas.
And you have no AC in your vehicle.
Oh gosh, that was it.
Because you know they like to say AC does burn gas. Okay, and it's a service you're providing. I don't care about your gas. I'm paying you.
Consider that crime.
I'm paying you. Use my cab fare and fill your tank back up. Come on, man. I hate that excuse. Whenever anybody just tell me that AC does burn gas. You know what was also burn gas? Driving. Turn the blasted AC on. It's hot.
But I have to remember.
Hey, brothers, real quick, I think my call would have dropped by using Wi-Fi. What should be a crime? It's not a crime, I would say briefly. You know, being in public office, in public service, and not performing to the best of your capability, absolutely. And I know sometimes you feel afraid as a citizen to speak up. We need to think about why you feel afraid to speak up. Because the betterment and the growth of our country, I don't remember yesterday the topic was about, you know, raising the age for using of alcohol and marijuana. Some people might use those things in a recreational sense, enjoyment, but or a stress relief sometimes. But if we making those things not appropriate for the youth, what positive outlets do we have? Can I, as a youth, comfortably say, hey, it's 8 p.m. in the night, I feel it to go by the basketball court and just play some basketball. I feel it to go and take an exercise around the savannah. Can I comfortably do that? Or do I have to be afraid that being robbed, being intimidated, worse, you know? So we have to look at that. If you're in public office, I mean, last night, I have to add, I watched a show called Beyond the Tape again. Just to, you know, get an assessment, understanding of the work that they're doing to contribute to the positivity. And persons were complaining that public officials, most of the TTPS, engaging in questionable activity. And I know we come down on the TTPS, but we just need better. We need better. So keep up the good work you guys doing, and all the best.
All right, thank you, member. You know, since they brought out Beyond the Tip, I wonder, I beg to wonder, asking for a friend, has that really brought has it put the police service in more disrepute, or has it done good? Has the police service felt like they have been able to touch the ground more with this program? What has it been beneficial at all? Anyways, asking for a friend, eh? Because again, my name is to call. And because I don't want to have to use industrial language at all, because I wasn't raised and brought up that way, I'm trying to do like the third umpire, which is up next, and batting my crease.
Oh, okay.
Because if it's one person there going to get out easily,
it's you.
It's me. Yeah.
All right.
I am like Brian Lara's shadow. I'm trying to see if I could angle the shots, and have the same sort of standings like Brian Lara in The Wicked.
Okay.
Come. You come. You come.
All right.
Come.
When I come through,
let me blaze the trail.
I coming through like Courtney Walsh, so be careful with yourself, eh? I coming through like Courtney.
I've dealt with worse.
All right.
And I'm still standing strong.
I have a movie for you here. Brongy.
What?
Brongy.
Brongy.
Yeah.
A movie in Trinidad.
A survival story of the ambitions of the Caribbean Pothound Terrier.
Hey.
If it's one creature in our ecosystem that have the most stories to tell, it's the Caribbean Pothound. Traveling from neighborhood to neighborhood, interacting with people of every creed and class, all in the efforts to survive in this country that we call home.
All right.
I want to hear Brongy's story.
I also want to say, shout out to you. You see, you listening to this program right now, the ones that you may be struggling, you may not even know how you're paying a bill tomorrow. But yet when you walk on the nation's road and you see somebody that needs assistance, you still dip in your pocket and pull out a little change to hand them.
Yeah.
At top of the afternoon going out to you girl. And
come to the front.
Here now, man. Here now, man.
Come to the front. For sure.
And I wanted to shout out to those individuals because I saw a video on social media where this guy was doing this experiment again in Princeton in Trinidad.
Okay.
Asking persons for $5 to buy something to eat. And the majority of persons who he stopped was willing to pull out $5 to hand him. There were a couple that passed him straight. There was some as well that said, no, when I come back. But they never come back, eh? And one of them who told him that in particular, let me tell you easy now. What's a police? A police woman. Yeah.
Discipline. Uniform.
In uniform.
Production.
She tell him, when I come back.
A strong and better nation.
She did like our boss who sang a song this year. Shout out! I know he's celebrating his birthday coming
tomorrow.
Next week. No, tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow.
It's tomorrow.
Mr. Neil IWER George.
Yes.
Yeah, the police officer took a part of his song and told the gentleman, when I come back.
Wow.
Yeah. But she never returned. Yeah. But you know, shout out to those persons who literally still, you know, even though that, you know, you're going through your financial constraints and going through life overall, you still dip in your pocket to try to assist someone with a meal. And I have to say, you know, thanks at least, you know, it shows that Trinidad and Tobago, as much as we are literally going through so many different things, that we are still full of love and we still look out for each other. Because for those of you that don't travel, don't have any intentions to travel, probably you could, I mean, the internet does really show you one side, eh? But trust me.
To build a strong and better nation, I say that is the main foundation. So come let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come my brother, come my sister, and let us build a nation.
Yeah, some people around the world are so bitter. Some might say Anderson, just like that police woman.
Wow.
But yeah,
wow.
Some of them are so bitter. Like the police woman. They wouldn't offer to give you nothing at all. Except a ticket. What does he? Hey! So to all those kind persons out there, I'm giving you all the next one, Anna.
Yeah,
Come again. Come in front of the class.
Come again. You know what's a crime, Anderson?
What's that?
You see these online shops that sell these particular items of clothing that help juice the narrative of catfishing. That the like certain pants that enhance the contour of your shape.
Right.
Just simply for the views and the gram. You know full well you have a sharp speed bump, not a wide balloon.
Right.
But you're buying the pants on the online shops that fits your shape somehow, the shape that you have, and makes it look more than what it really is. That's a crime, man. False advertisement.
Wow.
Yeah. It works in reverse, but I don't
now
look that way.
I don't mean to knock. I really don't mean to knock our young persons in this one that I'm about to tell you.
Nah, knock them.
But I have to.
We have elders listening, so I'm sure they're interested.
I mean, they have given me this responsibility to be transparent.
All right.
As though some persons may not like that, because they might try to censor me. But to those young persons out there that are attending graduation, because this is your graduation.
Yes.
This is where you say goodbye to your secondary school, and you start that other part of your life.
And grad season. So
why are you going, fellas? Why are you going at graduation with an Air Force in your foot? That should be considered a crime.
Yeah, no.
Why are you wearing a sneakers? Why are you wearing an Air Force?
And you buy a good looking suit,
And mind
you're dressed to the nine. You went by the barber that has used the tint and they have a ring light. So they catch every crevice and detail of your hairline. You could cut paper for your shop. And you throw on our Jordans on your feet on top of that good suit.
Now mind you, in my days, a suit was $400 or $500. No. If you let me say, if you go by a particular place called D, right? Because they didn't pay me, so let me do I think they're starting right now is about 800
D,
and and going up, it goes up to about 14 and up and up and up.
Yeah.
And that's one of those, I would call it one of those more reasonable places.
You go to S's or the E.
The E, especially the E.
The E, especially
capital E.
The capital E.
Yeah.
Or the P.
I spend my hard-earned money on you to go to your graduation. And you coming to tell me as your parent,
you wearing an Air Force
Mom,
on your foot?
so Dad, I put on the Air Force and I wear white Air Force. Nah.
I will lash you. That'll be your last lash you get as a youth in secondary school.
So I'm sorry. I'm sorry, youth, but I disagree with that.
You save them Air Force for the after party.
Yeah, that should be considered a crime. As soon as you walk
matter of fact, if you feel
before you enter inside the graduation, I was holding you and arresting you one time. Straight to jail.
One time I sent in police. I sent in my police badge after you go wonder why Uncle Clint pulling up in the police wait again a police escort. No, you're getting arrested at your grad.
Now
for sneakers on your foot.
I saw a couple girls who went graduation with the dress looked really nice. But do you know that they also had sneakers in their foot?
Yes, no, it's even worse when I don't care how it sounds. It's worse when the girls do it.
Yeah, nah. What are you all doing
with life?
What's it, Pips? What is that about? That should be considered a crime.
Save that for the after party, right?
Exactly. Now, mind you, ladies, young girls, I have to say that the majority of you all, from photos that I've been seeing, you all look fabulous.
Wonderful.
Really, really nice. I don't know some of the designers and so forth, but they're really stepping up their game. You all look fabulous. Some of it I would still find it's a bit too it's a lot for a graduation. I mean there's just a lot going on, but you all look fabulous.
y'all look great. Y'all doing your parents proud. Is the older siblings like they're more invested in your grad than you. You know, the ones who viewed you as a baby, because your older siblings that's like about 24, 25 right now.
Right.
And so they went with you to find your outfit. They made sure that you and your date match in. If it's a little brother, they make sure you had a corsage for your date. You know, they went to the 9. Y'all going through like, oh, you didn't have good grads over. You're going above and beyond for all your little siblings. It's good to see.
It is. There's this guy. I'm trying to find to get his correct name, but I probably wouldn't be able. I can't remember the guy name, you know. But he is. I think he's originally from Tobago, and he actually gave away a couple vehicles to persons who was really in need of it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought we were talking to. I thought we were still on the subject of grad. I was like, wait, what?
No. Obviously, it was a process. It's people who really need it.
I think I saw one of those videos actually. Yes, I did. I did see one of those videos.
Is it? Oh Lord!
They gave one to a man with a family of 4, I think.
There was even a van that he gave away as well to a guy who collects scrap iron.
Yeah.
And so forth. The guy van was in a total shambles.
Yes, I think that is the video I saw.
They fixed over a van and they give the guy a van.
A new van, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, not a brand new person's, but
no, but it was very, very newly refurbished.
Yes,
it was a huge step up from what he was driving before.
No, the name just really slipped me, and I apologize about that, members. But my thing, if he does not get an award before God is ready and say, hey, I'm ready for your partner, that should be considered a crime.
Yeah, no.
And I think that there's a lot of persons that we need to recognize who are doing really good work because, and I mention him too because he actually helped a young boy who graduated. He lost his both parents, but was still able to pull through and to write his CSEC. What they did for him is that they got him a nice trim, got him a suit, and even got him a car rented for him to pick up his date for graduation.
Wow.
You know, so it was really, really nice to see that, you know, they put this together and they were able to at least make sure that this young man was able to attend his graduation in full suit.
Yeah, them kind of
Mercedes Benz, right? And his date also looked fabulous as well.
No sneakers. Thank you.
They both looked amazing, amazing, and for that,
come to the front. Yeah, come to the front for that. That is person. Them kind of video does make bad man cry, you know. Oh God.
Yeah, and there was even there was one that he did as well where it is that there was a lot of persons that was waiting on a particular junction for taxi. And he linked up with this person who has a rental service there. And on that particular day, they had about 4 or 5 vehicles. They went up, they pull up by the stand and give everybody a drop home. Plus, everybody got something to drink and to eat on their journey home. So, you know, I think that, you know, his team, I mean, it's not him alone because he always mentioned it's not him alone.
Yeah, no, it's a huge engine behind him.
Because that he obviously is the picture, is the person that you see in front, is the face of it. I still believe that he should be recognized.
Of course, and his entire
if
team.
He's not recognized, that should be considered a crime. Because if we could recognize people from all the way, they might get vexed and they might do that and they might censor, man. If we could recognize people all the way in India, we could recognize persons right here too, right? So I'm saying is give him a token as well.
Yeah.
You know, and show
something.
that appreciation.
We need awards.
And I would even go as well. Give Ian Allen a token, man. Yeah, give Ian Allen a token.
He earned it.
Yeah.
He's earned it. He has earned it.
Why not? Come on.
I
We could do better. We could do better. We could do better. What are some of those movies, persons? What are some of those movies that if you were a producer and you had the opportunity to introduce a movie in Trinidad and Tobago, what would be the name of the movie? And would it be a action, a comedy, a bacchanal, a drama, a thriller? Tell me.
Oh yeah, no, I would just call it Calypso, honestly. That same concept I had before.
Calypso?
Yeah, I would just call it Calypso. You know?
What sort of movie it falls under?
Like that same story I said about the boy with the magic
No, but it's a comedy.
It's a coming of age. It's a coming of age. So it's like adventure.
Right.
You know, you face a force. The force in this case is the La Diablesse.
Right.
You know, who's it would be La Diablesse. I have to look back into what they call dark spirits here. But I think she probably have a minion who's a buck. or something like that. The buck will probably be the comedic relief. And yeah, she's trying to sap the magic of Trinidad's music. And this particular carnival is like probably like a significant anniversary of something and something. And if the moon is aligned right or whatever, her powers is able to suck the music. But the only thing that's stopping her is this pan that's been handed down from this boy's grandfather. And he's using this pan to play in the panorama to win and to win the competition and save the music. I don't know. I have to broad stroke the entire story. But yeah, it'll be one of magic. I don't want to focus. I mean, I know we always like to focus on problems,
right?
When we talk about movies and things, but
you come in with something more on the uplifting side.
I want to come on the uplifting side. I like to view things in light, you know. Yeah, so if I'm making a movie about Trinidad, I'm making a movie. But
I know Trinidad
about
we
the
are
light.
full of a lot of persons here who are very creative.
Yeah,
we have a lot of creative minds. So I know that person because trust me, any little thing happen, we always quick to have a meme. You know, and we all, you know, so
we don't stick when it comes to that, you know. Listen, anything that goes viral here within an hour, less sometimes, Trinidadians on it like sauce and rice, you know. It baffles me to this day. It amazes me, I should say.
And to those who are still asking for those numbers, let me give those numbers again. 3420081 and 4665391.
We had a video, a movie some years ago that I think was partially filmed here, and partially filmed in Jamaica. Tatiana Ali was in it.
Oh, yeah.
And it did actually feature some of our prominent actors and actresses in Trinidad.
Here in
Trinidad.
Yeah. I remember.
Home Again, I think it was called.
We had actually more than one, you know.
Yeah.
There was a movie too where some of them, I think, was either coming to the Caribbean or something like that, where they came to the Caribbean for a vacation.
Right.
And part of it was also filmed here in Trinidad.
Okay.
And some of those persons who you see doing those stand-up comedies, they were a part of it. I think one of them was kidnapped and a ransom.
In the
story. It was a comedy sort of movie, but it was funny as well. Yeah.
Right.
You know,
I also enjoyed Bazudi. I know a lot of people like to come down on Mr. Monk whenever he's doing something. And listen, you can say what you want. That man pushes the culture, you know. And that movie he did, Bazudi, was a really good story. I go back and watch it from time to time.
But I think Trinidadians would faster go for a movie that it must have a little couture, a little bacchanal.
Couture, yeah.
You know?
Bazudi had bacchanal, boy.
Yeah, but them
you want Terrence levels of bacchanal.
Was it Westwood Park? I think there was a sitcom. Yeah, they used to have something called.
I've heard that name before. I don't think I've ever watched the show though.
Bacchanal, boy. It's like a local Bold and Beautiful.
That sounds like drama.
Yeah.
Oh, they want that. But then we talking about series. We're not talking about a movie.
No, but a movie. I did say the movie or a sitcom, however.
Okay,
but it had bacchanal. And I mean, you could literally, because there are things that came out in a series and then they made a movie out of it eventually. So but it was Who Was With the People? Husband. And real bacchanal. And
Trinidad, Bold and Beautiful, boy.
Literally, like they didn't want to take their eyes off the television, and those days was antenna.
Yeah.
So you know,
and you had to
picking up properly outside there.
You had to watch that week, else you can't talk in the office.
Yeah. You're hearing your aunt saying, "Dylan, fix the antenna, boy." Hi, good afternoon, member. Welcome.
Hey, yeah, man.
Yeah.
Good afternoon again.
Good afternoon, President.
You know what I think really is not necessarily a crime? Jealousy ain't really necessarily a crime, eh? But you know when I find is a crime?
When is
because
that?
I'm jealous the young generation of all the prom and the graduation. Because me at 60 change, I could remember me didn't have them kind of thing. I didn't have all the kind of education that it have now. The AI, the all kind of bacchanal. You know what really is a crime? That plenty of the young generation, as nice as it is for them, and I jealous. Plenty of them are taking up the privilege at all, boy. That is a crime.
Yeah.
That boy is a crime, boy. And at 68 and I'm watching all my mates and things with our children and half of them home and I want to go to school and oh boy. And I have to be jealous of the privilege they have now. That is a serious crime, my brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Anyway, that is what I come out to say. I hear all you well and I listen, boy, because the prom and the graduation proper, I never had them thing.
First it fancy,
Yeah.
Fancy, boy.
Thanks.
I ain't jealous to say, well, jealousy, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you watch back and you see how the thing look nice enough and you put a little jealousy in it.
Yeah, nah, would that you were that age again to do it now? I feel you.
Yeah.
No, trust me, I feel
anyway,
Thanks.
it was a crime.
Thanks, member, thanks. Hear this, sir. I don't know about presidents, but I could tell you something. I actually started to think last year, and I said to myself, but this could be considered as me being jealous. And let me tell you what. Let me tell you what it is.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, for Christmas, I bought my little boy a little car. You know, a car for him to be able, well, a van actually, a 4x4. For him to actually go in.
Tiny ones to drive?
Yeah, for him to actually go in and sit down and drive, right?
I wish I had one of them.
But here the thing now, boy. In my days, I used to be making the noise with a bucket cover in my hand. And yeah, one of them covers from the bucket, the pigtail bucket or whatever. And I just be going around all over the yard. Exactly. For birthdays, I get a little garbage truck running from my sister or cousin or aunt and them, and I there around just pushing it.
With your hand.
And look now, them children getting remote control car that they could go and sit down in, right, and drive all around the yard. Plus they getting tablet, phone, you name it. I don't know what president, but I jealous. I jealous. It's just how times has changed.
Times have changed.
Yeah.
I had a mixed bag because I didn't have no electric cars to push around and thing. Other classmates of mine did, you know.
Right.
I didn't, so I had to enjoy that if I was invited over to a friend's house.
Right.
You know, but they're like, we ain't getting you that. But I did have a bike. I learned how to ride a bike. So, you know, I had to count my blessings. And I eventually, you know, got my little video games when I was old enough. And, you know, so.
Hi, good afternoon, member. Welcome.
Hello, good afternoon. I hear I was talking about movies.
Yes.
Look,
yeah.
You remember it had a movie they called Man from Africa? Michael Walker was the star in it.
Okay.
Man from Africa. We had to look up that.
And an Indian girl was the star girl.
No, but we was asking you if you were a producer, though. What would be a movie that you would make in Trinidad? What would be the name of it, and where would it fall under action, thriller, bacchanal?
No, well, this movie fall on the because it was doubled with an Indian movie.
Right.
Yeah, you good? I think we might have lost you there.
All right. Okay.
Well.
All right.
We lost the connection. Call it back.
Walking in Africa.
But no, the question is though, guys, if you were making a movie in Trinidad and about Trinidad, what would you call it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And obviously, we're still in that segment of what is not a crime, but should be considered a crime. And again, good afternoon going out to all our members locked on YouTube as well. Yeah, shout out to you guys as well.
Now, hey, you see, you and President have me thinking about my prom and grad. Yes, that was a whole thing. It was fun, you know. But I just kind of fumbled it, you know, because
in my days too was my cousin, and you know, one of them might have gotten a rollerblade, and each one of us, well, is a pair, so you know, we have on one side each. And we going up the hill, down the hill.
One rollerblade and 1 foot?
Yeah, because everybody, remember too, even a bicycle. Sometimes one or two cousins have a bicycle, and we all taking turns.
That makes sense.
Brother.
That makes sense. But the way you telling it, it's like, you have a roller skate on 1 foot.
1 foot.
They have a roller skate on the next foot. How that working?
What do you mean? You're using 1 foot to push and you're lifting and you're lifting up and you're skating.
So you're looking like a ballerina going on the road then?
No. That used to be fun. That used to be real fun.
You're looking like you are ballerina. Nah.
Hey, nothing was wrong with that. Nothing. Hi, you have to remember.
That pose ain't sounding right.
The right and the wrong on the Caravan Fox. There's 2 movies was filmed in Trinidad and Tobago. The right and the wrong, starring Ralph Morales, the Caribbean Fox.
The Caribbean Pot?
Caribbean Fox. F-O-X.
F-O-X, Fox. Okay.
Yeah. Look it up, guys.
Okay. All right.
Cool.
Talk to DJ Anderson.
All right.
Masturbation is not a crime by the court.
Hey, I was telling you to lower it.
Yeah.
Disclaimer.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
Member, you are out of order.
If my paycheck short are coming for, yeah? Anyway.
But... Hi, good afternoon, member. Welcome.
I have something here for you, because I did start a program with something and my mind just flying and I feel I want to bring Pan Jamboree Boys.
Go ahead.
Do you remember Soca Warrior? Pan Jamboree Boys.
Who boys?
Pan Jamboree Boys. Well, we put pan on the flag. So if we have to change the Soca Warrior, well, here we use the pan on the boys too. Pan Jamboree Boys.
Pan Jamboree Boys.
Pan Jamboree Boys. All right, okay. Okay.
I ain't nobody give a thing, so I remember and I say, well, the show coming to the end, let me put it there.
Okay, all right.
So I say, Pan Jamboree Boys, I know how it goes start tomorrow when you're coming.
Okay.
Shall I go in the first one?
All right, okay, cool. Thanks. All right, Jerry Boys.
I think I would just call it Panorama Boys, honestly, or something like that.
Yeah,
maybe.
I think we leave it at Pan Jerry. Trust me, by the ending of it, people start to call it all kind of different things.
Yeah.
It's a bit on the tongue now.
Pan Jam Mommy Boys. Yeah. They gonna make all kind of. So, to me, I think Soca Warriors is perfect. I don't know why they had to change it. But anyway.
Yeah, but you know when people want their royalties, you know, it is what it is, you know.
Well then, you can't call it Panorama Boys then. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. But are we still using the pan on the currency? On the arms? Are we?
As far as I know, I don't think it
Well, I mean, I know they put a pause on these things, you know, since the new administration. They did pause. So we wait
but
to
some
see.
of it was out, wasn't it? It wasn't out yet, was it?
You see me?
We go see.
Before
we open up a kettle of fish again.
Let me leave that alone.
So
so what is what is not a crime but should be considered a crime? We have a few minutes before. Actually, wow.
Yeah, we coming into that closing.
I didn't realize it was here already.
Yeah. It's not a crime, but it should be. You knowing every episode of Grey's Anatomy.
Who you referring to when you say you?
Just in general.
You don't like it?
It's not that I don't like it, but how? Okay, let me specify.
If it's something that
Let me specify, right? Watching, assuming you have professional medical advice because you watch Grey's Anatomy. Let me say that. Right? Because you watch a medical show, you think you're a doctor. So you watch House, you watch Good Doctor, you watch Grey's Anatomy, and all them doctor dramas, and all of a sudden you does work St. Clair Medical. As a crime.
So you guys, you know, it's actually around that time, but also another crime that I should share though, or what should be considered a crime, are some of those fees that parents have to now take out of their pockets.
Yeah.
To be able to register their child into from secondary school, that transition from from primary school into secondary school.
Yep.
That should be considered a crime, and I hope that
that celebration was short-lived.
yeah, I hope that during this new administration, this new government, that is something that they would look at and probably try to address it coming the next term, if they just didn't have enough time to address it within this term. But definitely the next term, please, it is honestly a lot on parents, especially when they already have to put out so much to buy uniform and books, and books are very, very costly, and even uniforms as well, the prices go up. On behalf of the council, Anderson, Hashim, we had a good one today, and we're gonna see you guys tomorrow, same place, same time. You guys don't go out place though. The Third Empire, they up next, and they are going to break it down for you guys and let you guys know exactly how much cricket we are expecting today.
We need to start flipping a coin for them to see who batting first now.
Nah, they already know who batting. Yeah, they already know who batting. And as they say that the opposition is actually feeling. So it's just, I don't know if anybody out, or because it's like a test, you know?
Yeah.
So somebody might still be batting, you know. But we'll leave it up to the professionals. They are going to break it down for you guys. So big up to is Ronaldo and Selvon, I believe. So they are up next. So you guys can look out for that, all right? Until tomorrow, please, God, you guys enjoy the balance of your afternoon.
Love light to us, like guys. Councillor June.
Attention business owners. Are you looking to reach a vast audience and boost your brand's visibility? Then look no further. The Street 919 FM is here to help you shine. With over 170,000 followers on our social media platforms, our radio station is the perfect platform to showcase your products and services. Join us and let your message be heard by thousands of eager listeners.